The morning light, it hits my eye. Last night we partied like it's 99. You took my hand, we danced all night. That's all I remember, we can blame nobody. Look where we are, so beautiful. This world is ours for the taking now. Not holding back, not giving in. Stay a little longer in the moment now. No regrets now. I'm not feeling sorry for anything I've done. We light it up just to watch them burn it down. And we don't need them anyway. Just take the chance, make dreams come true. Will I ever see your pretty face again? Rendezvous is all I'm hoping for. Maybe we can meet up on a boulevard. Let's get away, away, yeah. 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 'Cause if we got one life to live, maybe we should just let go. Don't worry about tomorrow. Start counting your Insta follows. 'Cause the sun comes up again. New days they begin. So hold on to me, 'cause I won't let go of you. No regrets now. I'm not feeling sorry for anything I've done. We light it up just to watch them burn it down. And we don't need them anyway. Just take the chance, make dreams come true. Will I ever see your pretty face again? Rendezvous is all I'm hoping for. Maybe we can meet up on a boulevard. Let's get away, away, yeah. 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 Let's show the world what we're made of. The fire in our bones never faded. We cannot hold it any longer. 'Cause every day the feeling's getting stronger. Just take the chance, make dreams come true. Will I ever see your pretty face again? Rendezvous is all I'm hoping for. Maybe we can meet up on a boulevard. Let's get away, away, yeah. 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 You broke this heart of stone. I always hoped that I would find you. Now the emptiness is gone, and the winds of change have almost blown through. You're right where you belong. So grateful you're beside me, always and forever. Just you and me from the stars. Always and forever. You'll always be forever in my heart. You're the better part of me, one that I can always cling to. Was blind but now I see. You made a way for all we've been through. I'm right where I belong. So thankful you're beside me, always and forever. Just you and me from the stars. Always and forever. You'll always be forever in my heart. You broke this heart of stone. I always knew that I would find you. You're right where you belong. So grateful you're beside me, always and forever. Just you and me from the stars. Always and forever.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, a very warm welcome back to DreamLeague Season 24. I'm Jeeves, once again joined by Flapjack, and hopefully, Flapjack, we are actually going to get a game this time. It's Drago
Hopefully.
Kings versus Fun Gamers, two Iranian squads who, probably know each other really well. But how are you doing? Are you ready? Are you fired up? Are you ready for some Dota 2?
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I'm waiting for a game, actually, because in this game, there's gonna be two North American players. Maybe we can see some action from our region, but also at the same time, the chance to see a game, because today there was like a lot of things happen between these qualifiers, because people from this region or from these close qualifiers lie about, hey, I live in Mena. No, you're not. Give me something to prove. They didn't give anything. And also the fact that most players, they have like power supply problems in order to like connect into the games. So yeah, at least in this case we're gonna have a game finally.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for I'm side-eyeing the lobby, waiting for it to fill up. Hopefully, fingers crossed, the teams will be there. And obviously, we have a little bit of a change tomorrow as well because of that disqualification that you mentioned there. And
Yeah.
one of the teams, I think, got pretty hammered by the Drago guys. So they're going to forfeit their next series as well. They're out. The Pakistani squad they feel like maybe they can't compete here. So tomorrow we're just going to go straight into the lower bracket semi-final. Well, we'll see which teams are going to be in there, though. Obviously, Nigma are going to be playing just now, and then we're going to have this series, and then obviously the losers of those series are the ones that we'll cover tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm watching the bracket now, and you're right. The team RCH is the team that got disqualified, right?
No, 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 no. It was disqualified team were Team Julian,
Julian. Oh, I see.
who were also they were the Indian squad. Yeah.
Bro,
So
they have maybe from China. They have
no, not real
the
maybe.
true
Fake,
maybe player.
fake maybe. Fake maybe.
Like maybe. Ish.
Fake maybe. Uh,
Holy shit! Somnus playing with 300 ping, bro.
I mean, he would probably be, do pretty well actually. I played some ranked games from the UK on Southeast Asia before, and won. It was really easy actually. I don't know. People say SEA is a really competitive region, but all I did was play bristleback and roll my face across the keyboard, and the ping wasn't an issue because spikes.
Yeah. How much ping do you play that region?
I think it was
Bro,
320. I think it wasn't too bad. It was okay.
320.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a lot of ping. How do you? Oh, I mean, yeah, you were
You
playing
play
Bristol, but
bristleback, right?
still,
So
yeah.
like if I
Yeah.
right click and I miss my CS, it's fine. I can do some quill spray. I'm good. It's all good.
Uh-huh.
And
How?
and then when you go into the fight, you just walk into the fight as bristleback, and then your team back you up. In this case, they did, so it was fine, and we won some games. It was a good time. I wouldn't try and play
uh,
any serious kind of hero or you know
Mm-hmm.
be really difficult, I think. So I think maybe we'd manage though for sure. I think he's got the chops to do it, but not maybe me. Does look like we are filling up in the lobby now though. Any particular heroes that you want to see absolutely banned for the whole series? Tusk maybe or Timbersaw?
I mean, it's weird, right? Because now the same heroes we've been watching getting banned is like from the same meta for like 3 months ago. Even from the Elite League tournament, there was like the last tournament before TI. There was also a Chinese tournament, but it's always the same meta. They keep buying the OP heroes. Oh, let's ban this Wind Ranger, this Sankin, this Tusk. It's always the same hero. What I was expecting is like maybe in this region, teams from coming from open quals, maybe they don't have the competitive experience to like copy the meta, no, or just try this meta. Maybe they can try something new, Maybe they can try another hero we haven't watched in a long time. I don't know. For example, what happened to the techie support? What happened, for example, with heroes like I think even Brewmaster stopped being picked at some point. I don't see any. I mean, I don't know. For mid heroes, do you remember you told me there was a Mongolian team? They love to play the R Ward in mid as well. I know these heroes like they dry off meta, but at least we see some actions, because now we're gonna see two teams from open quals, right? So maybe they don't attach to the meta, like Nigma does, for example. So maybe that's fun to watch at least.
Yeah, I don't know. I had to look at some of the drafts that they were running previously. Drago Kings last game, they played Luna Viper DK. Oh, they played a Pudge though. So obviously after game one, they were feeling super confident and they're like, "Lol, let's play Pudge." It looks like it was a Pudge core as well, by the way,
Yeah,
because they
and
played.
even a Winter Wyvern as well.
Yeah, they
It's
played.
a Winter
They,
core.
it was
Let's
Winter
see.
core and then what offlane Pudge or well, they got a Rubik and a Tree of Protector. Yeah, so I think was it mid Winter then? Damn. Or mid Pudge maybe. One of the no, you wouldn't play offlane
No, this is a post for patch and a Rubik mid.
Rubik mid. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We did see that actually a couple of days ago as well. So that's kind of cool. That's something different. But I feel like that's because they were super comfortable after game one, and they felt, oh, you know what, we can just break out whatever we kind of feel like. And Drago Kings was one of the teams that got like the buy through, you know. So I mean that's obviously a good indication from the fact that their buy was, you know, deserved. The fact that they just kind of rolled over RCH there. And then Fun Gamers, obviously, they got a free game coming into this because of the disqualification. But they did play it in the qualifiers, I believe. They at least let's have a look here. No, they had a bye as well. So this is going to be the Fun Gamers' first match as well in the in the closed qualifiers
Yeah,
for real.
yeah, because they didn't play anything, not even in opens.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just signed, they just passed directly into the game, into the close quals. The first series, as you say, they just won because everything got disqualified. So that's kind of interesting because now even the guys in the lobby say like, hey, maybe we're not playing any game today, you know, because no one showing in the lobby. This team they didn't even play anything, which is weird. Let's see what happens. Maybe they also drag something into the team.
I think one thing, like, as well, coming into it, though, it's the Fun Gamers who are actually in the lobby, so...
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I was mistaken.
No,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
no,
yeah,
that's,
sorry,
that's,
sorry,
that's
sorry.
fine. But no, I think one thing as well, though, is for Drago gamers, they are going to be coming into this game warmed up. I mean, yeah, okay, they had a little bit of a, maybe not the most challenging series, but I feel like teams kind of have that momentum. You're coming off the back of a 2-0, an easy 2-0. Yeah, okay, they haven't seen anything from Fun Gamers, so they may underestimate them a little bit. But I think they probably, like I say, because they're both Iranian squads, I think they probably know each other quite well. You know, even if it's just from playing pubs and local tournaments and stuff like that. They're gonna have some awareness of what they're gonna face here. But yeah, you're coming in with a flying start sort of thing. You know, you're all warmed up. You've played some games today already. I mean, when are Dota players not playing Dota though? You know, but you know,
Yeah, yeah,
it's a different thing when it's all five of you in the squad and you're. It's a good time to practice your calls and make sure you're following up on plays and stuff. So I think I'm obviously going to give slight advantage to the Dragon ones. Just based on that, obviously, because we haven't seen anything from Fun Gamers at all so far. Yeah.
yeah. Let's see what happens. Let's see what they can show to us. As you can say, they play a game before. They in the meantime they have like even time to watch replays, even watch Nigma games. You know that they play. Well, they're playing right now because they didn't have time to see it before. Because Nigma also passed from uh, by forfeiting the enemy team. But we also talk about this in the morning that there is another regions being played that you can also have like some time to watch the games, see what they're doing. Maybe you can learn something out of it. You know, something that happens a lot when you're playing a competitive team. It's like you have the chance to see other regions to see like, hey, maybe this is meta, maybe this is work, maybe this is why this team are winning in this China region or this Southeast region, which is the region that are being playing right now. And you know they can track strategy. They can even see. They can, hey, look, we have to play in 2 hours. We have time to even watch a replay. We can play a scrim or something. So I could say like, yeah, they're warm up. I hope they have something to come into the series. So and see what Fun Gamers has to show as well, because as we mentioned, they didn't play anything. I cannot even see the ranks of the players right now. I'm gonna try to check. Maybe that high rank players they didn't have the chance to prove themselves. I mean, they do now.
Yeah, I mean, they look like a fairly solid roster though. Yeah, and one thing as well, obviously when you have so many qualifiers going on at the same time, if someone picks something that's particularly juicy, they either come up with a nice combo or there's a hero that maybe slipped through teams will try and experiment with that. Later in the day, you'll see it win in one region, and then later in the day, you're like, oh, here's this hero that we haven't seen for like 3 months. All of a sudden, it's like all over the place. As you
Hmm.
pick up on the fact that it's gonna be pretty good, and yeah. So hopefully, we see a little bit of experimentation, maybe after game one. I think if you're feeling comfortable after game one, then you can kind of open things up a bit. You kind of want to make that statement in the first game. How did you feel about that when you go in approach a series, like you don't want to save strats for TI sort of thing, but you don't want like do you save strats for like the if there's a game three, like, and then everything's on the line, do you like just you fall back to all your comfort heroes at that point, or what's your kind of approach when you're in that situation?
Um, I mean, when I play or coach, what we did was trying to also prepare a lot of strategies. Let's say four strategies, right? This duo combo, we play around this hero, we play around this last pick, either with if you have first pick on second pick, and you don't have to hide anything because over the time you're gonna face a team which is like good enough that you wanna try to beat them 2-0 in order to like not get into the third game because maybe if you go into the third game they're gonna see like, we lost this game because of this. No, this is they're gonna repeating the same strategy into the second game. Let's try to ban this, and then boom, you pull off into the third game, and then they caught you. Either because they have like the first pick position, which is kind of better nowadays, or another stuff maybe into the game. Oh, they are too bad at controlling the portals. They don't know how to play the mid area game. Blah blah. So it's better to not save strategies. Most of the time, you can save something that only work once in scrims, but you just want to play your own game. You don't want to like save anything, especially because it's like close qualifiers. In this case of scenario, if you're already qualified, you can have a lot of time to practice into the main event.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, you just want to like show everything you want now, even like if it's lower bracket, and if you have to play up finals against Nigma, you have more time to prepare because you can also counter the enemy strategy. You have some replays to show what they've been playing on the winner bracket.
Yeah, I mean, you get what? It's a decent amount of bans now. It's 8 bans, right? It's actually quite insane. How much you can take out of the game. You can basically take out the entire draft. Like if they beat you with one thing, you're like, okay, we just don't want to ever face that again. Just take that all out, and then you still can have a little bit of leeway, for a couple of other heroes on there as well that can be problematic.
Hmm. You're talking about this meta that problematic heroes or
No, I mean like so let's say they play Luna plus Omni or something, like
okay.
you can take that particular combo out of it straight off. Maybe you can still ban the Tusk or the Shadow Demon as well. If you have like first pick, you're gonna pick up that one of those save heroes like on the other side of things. It's just kind of like I feel like bans are kind of in like a really good position right now. How do you feel about the current banning? How the bans work currently, like the way like having them all front loaded and stuff, and then like, do you think it's? I feel like it's in a really good place, but like obviously we've had a few iterations now. Um, you know, whereas before we had like what was it, two bans and two picks and two bans and so on and so forth. But how do you feel about the current kind of banning setup?
I didn't thought about this before, but I think I have a theory about why nowadays you cannot feel the team doesn't have a identity anymore, and it's because now you have more bans in the first phase. You have like four bans if you're in the second pick. If you're in the first pick, you have three bans and the first pick, so it's also almost like banning four heroes. And the problem with that is like a lot of teams always come with an identity, right? They play like the same two heroes, the same hero and the same support player. But now, because there's a lot of bans, if you play against gaming gladiators, all right, I have to ban four Diraku heroes. I play against Liquid, I ban all three heroes. So they just lose their identity, right? But yeah, that is something I don't like, especially because then in the second phase you only have one ban. There is heroes being picked in the second phase over and over and over. They really caught you, know. In the 18 pick, oh hell, I didn't ban this. Wow, now I lost against a pack last pick with zero stance. So, especially I don't like it. In the past, it was like, oh, they only ban the meta heroes, you know, in the first phase. This hero, or disband the Ember, disband the Storm Spirit is too meta, you know. But now I feel like those bans are targeted to a team entirely, not only the meta. The meta you can steal it, you know. Oh, you pick Dust, okay, I get the Shadow Demon, or I get the Sand King. But I don't want to ban it because I have to ban more heroes of that team. But now before it was like the teams at least had identity. You only ban the meta heroes, and then they have the chance to pick their heroes. But now there's too much bans in the first phase. Especially I don't like it. I think when that changed 1 year ago, it was kind of confusing. Teams didn't know what to ban, essentially. It was kind of weird, you know, in South America to find a better strategy for that.
Yeah, I think hopefully people are a little bit more comfortable with it now. After we had TI and whatnot. I think the last TI was under the same bannings though, right? It was the same bans last TI as well. It was the same.
Yeah, they
Same
didn't
setup.
change a lot.
Mhm.
Even like these Dacha walls, they've been playing the same stuff.
Yeah, yeah. We have seen, like I say, the most interesting hero I think we saw was the Terrorblade. And obviously in the closed qualifiers, this Pudge and stuff. But again, those are heroes that are. I don't feel that's a good indication because, like I said, I feel like they just kind of had the edge on the 1st game, and like we can play whatever we want. So, but I mean, maybe it throws off. Maybe it throws this team off. Maybe it throws fun gamers off a little bit. You know, maybe like, oh, you know, we don't want to. We don't see with this Pudge or whatever. You know. I doubt it, but you know, maybe it mixes things up a little bit.
I mean, now you can really feel even the winter can be a problem. But yeah, they play a lot of like weird stuff. You don't even know if they are like not showing anything, as you say, you know, to save for this actual game. Maybe they just check the ending team and say like, hey, this is a good team. Maybe we can show something here. Let's see what we have. But remember that every player in this lobby right now is immortal player. So I was like kind of curious about, you know, is someone a sleep off, you know, because remember like fan gamers didn't play anything, and maybe they have like divine players, who knows? So I tried to check, and yeah, they are immortals, which is fun. Now we have like an even match between them. Let's see what they have between each other, you know, because you don't want to drop into the lower bracket. It's kind of like hard to mentally reset that now you have like only one chance to keep playing the tournament. And also because you want, if you have to play against Nigma, let's say because it's like the best team in this tournament, just by, you know, the fact that they've been playing a long time together, and they only like been winning the PSG Quest players a lot of like qualifiers MENA before. You want to have the chance to play twice against them, you know? That's something good, because if you play against them in the winner bracket and then you have to play again in the finals, then you can feel like, hey, we learn about what happened in the Nigma game, you know? Let's watch the replay, the 3 games that we play, and then we can like feel how are we like playing so slow, why we're getting picked off, see what their vision is, how we can actually work into that, and you can learn a lot. When you play against a tier 1 team, you learn a lot. So I think wherever team wins here, they have the chance to play twice against Nico.
I was gonna ask you about that actually, like, you know, like so like if you went down to the lower bracket but you were feeling comfortable versus the other teams in the qualifiers, you kind of like in the upper bracket you kind of watch Nigma a little bit more closely versus that team. But the problem is obviously you don't know, like you don't really get that same feel for for playing against Nigma yourself. Do you know what I mean? You don't really feel that, and like especially the laning pressure, the rotations and stuff like that, their smoke timing and their wardings and stuff, because you're focusing on the lower bracket stuff. But yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. You'd rather play versus them twice than, you know,
Yeah.
just save your strats for like the grand final or whatever and just observe them in between times. I can get behind that for sure. Does look like we
Yeah.
are gonna go into a game. Very exciting first game of the day, but failure. Someone's not quite ready.
Yeah,
Just
something
gonna
happened.
rebuild the lobby.
I think something happened and the game didn't start. But yeah.
Looking to try and change servers.
Oh, they want to change servers. What's the rule for that in this qualifier? I mean, they can agree, right? It's like similar to all the qualifiers. If both teams agree to play in our server, they can do it. but I don't even know if like all players from this lobby is comfortable playing to US West.
EU West should be fine for them. They're just like two Iranian teams, and then you've got like two Americans. I don't know where the American guys are based though. Like I don't know if they're in region or if they're playing from America, right? Probably in region, I imagine.
Oh, I think the players from who said this Dev Kid, right? No, remember that the team it was Fun Gamers or was Drago Kings that have like the NA players.
Drago Kings, yeah.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who actually call for the server swap
Interesting.
because I don't even know how much pin do you have like for North America to Dubai. I think it's like Dubai. It says 300 pin. I see 200.
I mean, it shouldn't be. It should be about 150, 180, I think.
Oh, yeah, that's playable.
Because it's like 90 from, like if you're East Coast, it's like 90 to 110 to US to EU West even. So
Mm-hmm.
Dubai ain't that far away. I think my ping to Dubai is like I don't know, like 120 or something. So I would think it was about 180, 200 max.
Oh, it shouldn't be that much then.
Yeah, well, I don't know. He's saying like so. The problem is as well with the Dubai server. I think the telecom route actually goes back to Europe before it goes to Iran. If you know what I mean. There's not like a direct hardline connection between the two. Like it's a bit of a problem with the region in general. Like because of the way the infrastructure's set up, although geographically it should be much better for them to there, it's not. Like even when I was speaking to the Egyptian guys, they were saying that they have problems connecting to Dubai, and even who's next to Dubai? Is it the Saudi Arabians don't really get that good of a connection to Dubai either. And you think it would be because they're like literally like, you know, next to each other more or less.
Uh-huh.
But you'd think
Yeah,
it
that
would
makes sense,
be you'd think it would be like a really good ping, but it's not. And like that's something I'm kind of talked about, maybe expanding the infrastructure, you know, in the region, like with more fiber and stuff, just to kind of improve. Well, I mean, it improves everything in the region, but you know, but for gaming specifically.
Yeah, that's something that happens in South America as well. I mean, there's a lot of like Peruvian players, Brazilian players, and North American players that they fight against each other, mostly from these three countries, and they cannot even find a server, you know, like they can be comfortable with.
Like you would
The
think
most
Brazil
stable-
and Peru would have a great ping to each other, but it's actually way better to
No,
go
no.
EU East, NA East than it
it's-
is to play on across. them.
Uh-huh. No, the most Peruvian players they don't agree to play to Brazilian servers. I think they pick up Argentina server, which is like the most neutral one. But even then, you know, you prefer to play USC sometimes.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, the thing about that is like if you're playing versus an Argentinian team, then it's kind of fairer to play US East, so you both have the same ping rather than the Argentinian team getting like I don't know, like 30 milliseconds faster or something.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right, now both the teams agree to change the server. Let's see how it starts now. But they're playing Europe West, which is like the common server to play nowadays among all regions.
Yeah.
I mean, especially now, no, that there's not a lot of players in North America servers or even China servers. They agree to play in Europe.
EU
Which
West
also have
RC,
the it's the largest pool of players. So it's very common, you know, that you also get used to playing this ping.
Yeah, how do you? I don't know how often you server hop, but like when you get used to CSing on like 30 ping,
Ah, you get used, yeah.
when you get used to it on 30 ping, and then when I switch to like a server when it's like a 100 ping or 120 ping, then I'm getting tilted. Honestly, like first couple of waves, I'm like.
Yes, you need to get used to it. But yeah, I mean,
If
it
you-
doesn't even matter if you're a mid player. I saw a lot of like core players. They get used to play in Europe. From Peru, it's like one 180,
Yeah.
which is a lot, to CS, but you just need to get used to it, and yeah, everything is fine.
Yeah, once you're
But
locked in
especially if
after the
you,
first game, it's fine, like for sure, like
yeah,
you're
yeah,
okay, like, and especially if you're then only playing exclusively on the higher ping server, it's totally fine because that's the what you're used to, you know.
yeah. You just need to play to get used into it in the daily basis, to playing pubs and stuff, and then yeah, you can agree to play on competitive as well, because for example, something that they do in South America is like you get used to play on ping, but also because you want to play scrims against European teams, so it's better to like practice first on pubs, get used to the ping, and then boom, you can play scrims or even like tournaments.
All right, we are actually going to get into the draft now. Very exciting indeed. It will be fun gamers with the first pick. So Drago Kings gonna have the 4 bans, right? No, 3, but yeah,
10
yeah.
seconds remaining.
Yeah, Fangamers has the first pick on 3 bans.
5 seconds remaining.
Kinda interesting. See what they have to show us. Remember that we saw Drago Queens playing a lot of like weird heroes in the previous match, but now they're going strictly into the throat. I see it, banning the morphling on the first phase. This is something that I was talking before about, breaking the team identity. I remember, for example, teams like Heroic, they always go to ban morphling in the first phase against certain teams. Let's say, for example, Aurora teams. I mean, with Savage used to play, because it's a lot of comfort for him playing the morphling, but also by the fact that Hector K1 from Heroic doesn't play morphling. So no, you can go for this pick exactly because only because you have first pick, so you can like steal the most broken hero on first pick, and whatever thing they have to pick next is okay because then you have 2 bans. So it's not that bad on first pick like let go through meta heroes.
Yeah, like
Because
let
you
the
don't have
Luna
yeah,
through or yeah.
because Drago Queens is gonna be obligated to ban those heroes. Why? Because you have first pick. You're gonna steal the most OP hero, so you get obligated to ban all the OP heroes when you're second pick.
For sure. And so the Morphling, they did play that earlier in the qualifiers, right? They played it in open qualifiers. So quite, they obviously had, like, you have to have a good Morphling player to play the hero. Like, it's like a, as you say, 23 Savage is one of those guys who's like, pretty good on it. And they're going to open with the Omni Knight. They banned out the Doom, they banned out the Alchemist, Shadow Demon. So the task is still there, and they get rid of the Naga Siren. So pretty straightforward. I see this Slardar getting banned. It's kind of like a specialist pick. And here's this Rubik again, which was the mid hero they played before. But the great thing about Rubik is, especially in Omni Knight, this is an old classic, right? Like, you get the Omni Knight, okay, well, I got Rubik, now I have Omni Knight too, except my one's better, right? And also the thing about Rubik here is we've seen him play at mid, but this is a great flex for. He's really good at just kind of like doing damage and poking with the Fade Bolt.
Team ban.
Yeah, it's not that bad actually that they have this flex, but they need to flex it into the last pick if they wanna like make something with this Rubik, which is they have. They have the last pick, but they have to draw all these heroes to a 24 pick. I mean, yeah, you're right. This all counter is kind of interesting to see. Nowadays, I don't really feel it that it's that good because most of the time, the Rubik you want to play on the offensive side. You don't want to play on the support side, play from behind. Especially because Omni Knight has a lot of like good spells, 3 spells to steal, and you don't have the chance to steam them all. But for example, if you're playing against Jakiro, you don't want to steal the ultimate, you don't want to steal the first ability, you just want to keep it with the stun. So that's better nowadays to play only on defensive, especially because this Rubik has the facet and also the passive to amplify the damage the spell has, also the fact that it lasts longer. It costs less mana, so you can spell more into the game. Remember that the Repel has like 40 seconds cooldown, even on max level, which is something Rubik cannot spam in the teamfight.
So the Mirana, the Luna, the Omni Knight. Luna plus Omni Knight is absolutely devastating, by the way. It's such a difficult and annoying combo to deal with. Luna can just sit there, Omni can purge anything that goes on her, then, you got the Guardian Angel for when it gets too physical. Pretty good versus the Wind Ranger with a Focus Fire, with a Whirlwind Focus Fire. What about, how does the Focus Fire, like, you're just gonna go for like Nullifier though, right? Yeah. I was thinking you could go for like some crazy Uh, oh my god, I forgot the name of the item now. Yeah, you know, the
Revenant
Revenant's
Brooch?
Brooch. Yeah, could you go for some crazy
Yeah.
Revenant's Brooch Wind Ranger? I don't know how that works.
Uh, yeah, it pierces the Guardian Angel. It pierces everything,
Yeah, yeah,
the
yeah.
armor,
Yeah, yeah,
Guardian
yeah,
Angel.
yeah, yeah.
It is good, it is good. Yeah, especially because it was meta. I think Mike from Liquid popularized that during TI, because essentially the spell, I mean the interaction between Revenant Brooch and Focus Fire is kind of bug. It doesn't drain you mana, which is something that happens with a lot of spells nowadays. It drains you mana every time you attack with the Revenant Brooch, but the Wind Ranger is like kind of OP, you know, because you can attack everyone in AoE, and it doesn't drain a single point of mana.
They got the Wind Ranger and the Mierta. Mierta obviously inherently just doesn't care about Omni Alt. Kind of has the Revenant's Brooch kind of built in there. So, Wind Ranger mid, do you think, or we have seen it offlane, right? But I don't know.
They can flex it. I don't even know if they place us up. I hope it is core. Yeah, as you mentioned, they can
They-
flex this Rubik to the mid area. The Wind Ranger can be offlane. They can even pick up post 4 later.
Yeah, you could play her 4 as well, though. The Wind Ranger's got a nice shackle shot. The power shot's quite oppressive as well. You can kind of like hit those annoying angles. Centaur War Runner plus Mirana combo is pretty nice as well. Like the Solar Flare with Luna as well. It's just like destroying your base. It's really good for Roche potential. And the Tormy, right? You're the Queen of Pain, get rid of Keeper of the Light and Puck.
Yeah. I think Fan Gamers has a good idea about the heroes they just pick. You know, they have like, as you mentioned, combos between the damage from Solar Flare, the Luna. They only can sit behind. They have like some kind of initiation with the Centaur, but I think they're getting kind of countered right now because the Centaur is not that good against the Trim Protector. The Overgrowth is nothing you can counter into the game. Wherever if you catch the Luna, you catch the Omnia, you have a lot of silence. You have 4 kind of stun catch on the Drago King's lineup. So you have a lot to catch the Omni Knight. And even if the Mirana goes in or the Centaur goes in, you just have to Overgrowth, and the Stampede doesn't let you run. You cannot go anywhere, and it lasts long enough to like go into them. So even the lane, I think they have a good combo. The Trim Protector and the Morta is kind of good against the Centaur, which have like 0 armor, and the Trim Protector has a lot of damage. But let's see how it goes. I mean, now I could say like Drago Kings have like better lineup for my point of view. I think against all the heroes that I mentioned that they're kind of counter on the Fan Gamers team, but they have the last pick. Let's see what they can pick on the last pick from Fan Gamers. They have the 23 hero that they have to show earlier before Drago King's last pick, and they even banned the Puck and the Huskar. Interesting. Curious about what they have to show now. Even a melee hero. That's why they banned
Maybe
Huskar.
maybe the Tiny. I feel like Tiny doesn't have a problem. Well, okay, it's Tiny.
Oh yeah.
I feel like Tiny doesn't have a problem with Huskar though, but maybe just like I don't know, because of the fire spears and stuff, it can just be annoying and the disarm. They don't really have a classic setup for the arrow. I guess the Avatos kind of addresses that a little bit. Maybe the stomp like
10 seconds remaining.
but yeah, for Mirana's arrow, not really. There's not really anything to kind of like
Remaining.
enable that. But I feel like the draft is fine. It's not. It's the Tiny sort of helps a lot with the control and the stuns coming out, especially versus Murata. Right, that's a lot of magic burst damage with the avalanche toss combo. And then
Yeah, I
if
mean-
if you're versus the Tiny, do you want to take the Rubik mid? Feels a little squish, but could be okay. I think in that situation.
I think it's not that bad because the Tiny doesn't have a lot of armor, so as a Rubik you can like keep constantly harassing him, poking out of the lane. If you steal the DOS at level 6, you also have the passive from the crash landing, which is a lot of damage for the Rubik, especially with the passive, that the Arcane Supremacy. Yeah, that is something they can use into it. And finally, the last pick from Drago Kings is gonna be Necrophos. Interesting. I don't know if this is like mid Necrophos. I'm gonna check now because Panda. I think Panda is the offlane player.
I'm okay with that actually. It's another one of these heroes that doesn't really care about the Omni alt or the. I guess repel's still an issue though. Like if somebody's about to get scythe and you hit them with a repel, is the extra strength gonna keep you alive, maybe. Don't know. Maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kinda curious because oh yeah, Panda is a mid player. Okay,
Okay,
so it's gonna be
okay.
Necrophos against Tiny. No, interesting. They have something. I think this matchup between Necrophos and melee heroes is always like Necro's favorite. You know, they have a lot of harass, the first the Deadpools, even like the passive AoE damage that you cannot do anything against it. But I think they have like some kind of timing on the fan gamers. You know, the Tiny plus the arrow. Just mentioned the combo, which is kind of good because now Mirana has something to play in. You know, they don't have to depend only on the Centaur. And they have also the damage to burst people. The Tiny, the Centaur, the Mirana can just go in, trying to blow someone before they can even say with the Trim Protector, they like counter initiate. Because all the heroes that I see for Drago Kings, they're kind of paper, you know, they die very easily. The Wind Ranger, the Rubik, even the Necrophos, if like gets caught, it can also die easily. But let's see how it goes, you know. It also always comes to execution as well. And let's see what teams has to offer now.
I mean, 3 strength heroes versus a Necrophos, 3 strength melee heroes versus a Necrophos. That always feels super good if you're Necro, to be honest. Like, percent base damage is going to do you a lot of favors here for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of good, especially if the Necrophos has a good game. But that's the problem with the hero. I think there is a reason this hero haven't been played a lot lately. In the past months, I haven't seen the hero during TI. I think that it didn't even get picked during TI because the heroes got a lot of problems. You know, the ultimate has a lot of cooldown. You can actually play around the hero a lot. You can poke it out. You can like play from behind. Nowadays, there is a lot of auras like Pipe, Crimson, Solar Crest to play a lot, to play faster. And the Necrophos doesn't have this kind of movement into the game. You know, you cannot play the same tempo as the enemy team. So it's kind of hard for the Necrophos to snowball into the game. Especially because the hero doesn't farm that fast. You require a lot of mana to farm. Your first spell draws a lot of mana. But let's see what they got, you know. Compare, for example, with the Queen of Pain. Queen of Pain have a lot of damage, but also have the movement to control the silence. That is something the Necrophos doesn't have.
It's all about,
I think that's why
it's generally all about mobility from the mid lane at the moment. Like maybe the Pangolier is like going to be the choice if those other heroes are banned. Hell, even like his Storm Spirit because they kind of lack the lockdown. And the Puck obviously was banned, but maybe that's not in his wheelhouse, you know. And this is more of a comfort pick. And obviously with the Shard, right, the Death Seeker kind of gives you a little bit of that mobility. And maybe if you then build into a Blink Dagger as well, at some point, would you add maybe 3rd item Blink Dagger or something? I don't know. Just to kind of keep the pressure up. Depends how well the lanes go, of course. But yeah, I'd be a little bit concerned about the burst damage coming out of the Tiny if I was a Necro.
Because I remember one time when the Necrophos was kind of OP, even without the movement and stuff. But it was the time when the Hero of Taras was like pretty strong on the hero, but also because the axe, you know, every time you reach the axe and Hero of Taras on the hero, this ability, the Hairstopper Aura, it was a lot of damage. You cannot really do anything against it. You just see your HP going down in teamfights, and it was like, oh, what is happening? Oh, it's this hero. It has like the axe, the Hero of Taras, and you cannot do anything against it. But nowadays, it got nerfed. The Taras, the axe got nerfed. Essentially, the other spells are still the same. But that's the only time I remember that the hero was strong. Other than that,
that heart thing was kind of a
matchups.
bug though. It was kind of like because you were getting the full like regeneration from Heart of Tarask, the full percentage, right? And then you're getting like 50% of that as damage. That was sort of like a little bit of a bugged interaction. Like, yeah. So they kind of addressed that, and yeah, he fell off. But now they kind of have to balance the hero around the fact that he doesn't have that sort of power.
At least I'm excited to see a new hero, you know. We've been talking about this in the draft, that they are like copying too much the meta and everything that is being played right now in other regions or even during TI. But now Necrophos is kind of interesting to see if like they pull it off, you know. See how actually the hero can scale into the game. Because even with the facets, I don't even see this hero doing good, you know, nowadays into the meta. Because you see the facets, you see like, oh, this hero got buff, right? They have like another buff essentially. But now, you cannot even feel it, you know? What is this? Sadist also grant Necrophos AoE abilities, bonus radius per kill. Sounds good, but only in paper.
Do you think it would be, you know, if if it had assists as well as kills, do you think that would be too broken? Too broken.
Probably. I mean, it doesn't sound that bad because you essentially always get assists, with the Heartstopper aura. Maybe they can reduce the AoE.
Sure. Then maybe
Oh,
you get half from an assist.
Yeah,
Half the
half
bonus
from
from assists.
assists. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I think that's better.
Yeah, it could be pretty good for sure.
Oh, I realize now with this hero is kind of weird. So basically, the way you always the sadist, the passive that you always get from, I mean, the bonus HP regen and also mana regen you get from creeps, it scales with the ultimate. That's kind of bad, because the reason this hero was like a lane dominator, even when you play off lane. Yeah, you max the first spell, the sadist, and you heal a lot. It's like, oh, this hero's unkillable, right? He's like healing from each wave.
Yeah.
But now the sadist scales with the ultimate, so it means it's worse in the early game.
It's trash, because
Yeah.
like you're only really overly concerned about that regen up till about level 7, and then obviously you're only getting like level 2 in the sadist by that point. So that feels kind of bad. I'm not gonna lie, and maybe they need to put it back onto like Death Pulse or something, and then maybe the hero's okay. Like never mind the extra AoE thing, but yeah.
Yeah, they just need to buff other stuff. I mean, I think the sadist scale with the ultimate is fine, but they need to add something to the hero. Otherwise, it's not a lane dominator anymore. The example from this is Luna. For example, Luna has a passive, which the Lunar Blessing scales with levels. It means it's worse than before, right, in the early game. But it has the facet, the Moonstorm, that gives you damage with the Q. So that's the reason why the hero dominates a lot. You just beam heroes, boom, 14 damage, 11 damage is a lot during the early game. And also the fact that you don't have to put points into the Lunar Blessing anymore. You have the second spell, the third spell you can max. It's a lot of damage, but at least you have something, which scales with level. But you have something that actually puts a lot of impact into the lane.
So, interesting movement there. The Drago Kings kind of dodged. Both teams are smoked. Drago Kings kind of dodged the smoke break, and they put the offerenda up here on the high ground next to the tier 1 tower. And what is the Muerta is the safe lane carry, right?
They're waiting for something to happen, but they're not playing into the vision. Are you playing with the Morta?
Yeah. Look at where the Muerta offerenda is.
I mean, it doesn't give vision. I don't know why they put it. They're just doing the memes.
For memes.
Yeah, the memes. I mean, you don't want to spawn into it, You die in the bottom lane and then boom, you spawn into it. You need to cut the... And you can destroy the friend if you click into it. Same as the webs from the Brood Mother.
Yeah.
But it's kind of weird because it doesn't give any debuff or buff to your mid laner, At least with the Brood Mother, you put the web. I mean, before you put the web into the mid area, and then it's like they have the heal reduction from the facet. But yeah, kind of weird. I think that he's gonna spawn again in the bottom lane.
Yeah,
because,
for sure.
Yeah, with this facet, you need to play with the friend in your lane because it gives you attack speed. So you wanna try with it.
Yeah. Oh, right.
Yeah. And yeah, that's a lot into the lane, 15 attack speed. It's kind of interesting both.
Oh, the first blood's
that's
gonna be up top, and Black Mamba. Cold went in for it. Black Mamba trying to get the return kill, but away he goes. So the off lane Wind Ranger gonna go down first off here.
Yeah, you're gonna really play that aggressive against an Omni-Knight, especially because he has this facet of I think it's the sword facet. It's Omnipresent or something. It gives you the DN aura every time the DN aura is innate into the hero, and it gives you a lot of damage if you spend the AoE, which is something I think the Wind Ranger didn't, keep in mind. You need to be careful, especially with the third spell. It amplifies everything, your pure abilities, the damage from the hero. So yeah, you cannot really trade in the melee AoE against the Omni-Knight.
Yeah, does he have the facet where it's the longer in the aura, the worse it gets? Yeah. Alright, they're going to try going cold here again. Black Mamba just giving him a little bit of a fade bolt to get things started, but forcing him away. And,
He's doing a good job, you know. He has the wind lace. He's like trying to like not get poker out a lot. He's just blocking the wave. He's doing a lot of work, so it's not that bad for the Knight to doing this because you know it relies pressure on the relief pressure of the Luna, which is like not farming that bad.
just constantly going on Black Mamba here though, just giving him the what for, trying to make sure the Luna's getting a pretty sweet lane. But this huge creep wave under the tower should allow Zigzag to get some farm here. If he can CS under the tower while getting glaved. Oh, nice power shot getting two. But I don't feel like it's going to be.
Radiant's middle tower.
Well, maybe actually. Maybe wants to get a few levels. At the moment, though, Luna's having it all her own way, just dominating this lane, 14-3 versus 6-2 on the Wind Ranger. He did die, so he missed the first wave, but still, decent amount of lead already going the way of fun gamers here in two lanes actually.
The Luna has like a lot of damage to last hit, especially if you spam the beam. You spam the enemy hero, you harass, and also you get the damage from the facet. So yeah, you kind of like really miss a lot of like CS in that lane because they're all like hitting the Omni Knight, so they're losing time. They're not playing the last hits, and that's kind of bad from them. In the bottom lane, we see like the Muerta and the Trim Protector. I mean, you can really go into the Muerta, right? You have the silence AoE to slow them if they try to play aggressive. You also have the Trim Protector to heal you. So it's kind of like a good setup, you know? Always the Muerta with a melee hero. And they're doing good. I don't think the Mirana plus the Centaur can do anything to like try to jump on. Maybe if the Muerta gets caught off position. But now it feels weird, you know? Because the lane's always getting pushed. The Mirana has the can block, so she doesn't have the chance to actually pull into the game. And there's action into the
Oh,
top
they're gonna
lane.
get this Luna. No, the power shot will secure it, easy peasy. I thought she was off to freedom, but no, easy power shot connection there.
Radiant structures are fortified.
And because
Oh, wow.
of the speed, it makes it difficult to dodge out, right? Oh, a little refill of the wait. Hang on, Panda went in super deep there. Cold with a rotation, TPing in here, throws out his blood grenade as well. Tiny is a little bit too low. Here's Rubik coming in to help a bro out as well. Panda gonna get out to safety there. Tiny was too low to kind of help out. Now, wait, did Cold go in too deep? Maybe.
No.
Panda getting the kill there. That's gonna give him a nice bit of regeneration there.
Yeah, that's a good rotation by Black Mamba. I think they address the fact that Panda doesn't have any bottle, so he's just playing on the aggressive side, you know, with the stats, the boots, and I think the best thing they can do on Drago Kings is actually try to kill this Tiny because he's always on low HP. He can't really trade against the Necrophos. He even went from the raindrop to, you know, put a stop into the Death Pool harass, but I think it's not enough because even the last hit from the Necrophos is a lot of damage. Now I can really feel that Drago Kings has some momentum into the game, especially with the Necrophos. I think they can like have a little snowball with the hero, which is something good for it, right? Remember that the Necrophos should be a hero that is not touchable in the mid area. You just want to play around the hero, you just want to protect all the runes. Don't let the Tiny play into the farm thing, get into the blink as well. I think Panda's doing a very good job here.
Yeah, he's got like a half a level. No, maybe a sixth of a level ahead here. Not really the biggest advantage actually, just yet. But at least Tiny's getting some XP, if not for clean CS. And how many bracers do you build as offlane Wind Ranger? He's only got one so far, but she's universal now, right? No. Oh,
Yeah, she's universal.
So 2 then.
It feels kind of weird. I think I saw a Wind Ranger before. It was playing against I don't know if it was Koshba or TC, and he was playing the safe lane, the streamer, and he was tilted because there was like an offlane Wind Ranger with like 4 bracers. It was like, what is he doing? What is he doing this? Of course he cannot die, but remember that bracers now they doesn't give you damage as before. It only gives you raw HP, which is good for subs. We saw all these subs during TI. Support heroes with like 2-3 bracers. They have like 2k HP on the mid game, but I think it's not a core. Oh yeah, he's gonna die on the bottom side. It's a good rotation, but the Omni Knight. But the problem is like the Mirana is not here, so they cannot do this setup between the stun and the arrow.
Well, the Mirana went mid and outed Panda, but there was no follow up. It just kind of was into darkness. So who's down here?
Yeah.
Oh, cold, trying to get something done from behind.
Yeah, and they can use this information to like try to harass the Luna in the top lane because now they know he's alone. The only nice like doing stuff on the bottom lane. I think he's gonna stick because he has like this boots plus windlass build to try to play as aggressive as possible. But the only problem is like if Drago Queens realizes this that he's like losing time in the bottom lane, they can actually try to kill the Luna in the top lane.
Yeah, I mean he's rocking around at level 3 here, just trying to. He doesn't even have any vision really. It's difficult for him to find a place where you can actually make some impact. Because obviously Luna's feeling pretty comfortable here despite the death, farming up, quite decently, 34 and 4. Look at this Necrophos though. Oh my god, dude, 46 and 9. He's just running away with a lane. I mean, we expected it from the matchup though. But Tiny not having the worst time of his life, but it's not. I mean, he's getting drilled here. Like he's he is pretty far behind in that mid lane.
Yeah, expected outcome, I think. I don't know what the team can do, essentially a Necrophos. I think all you can try is like showing the lane with the crash landing and the toss. You can try to, push the wave as fast as possible, then go into the jungle, and then you can ask, for example, for a refill and try to kill the hero. Because with the arrow, I think you can like try to toss back into the tower, and it's not like the Necrophos is unstoppable. I mean, he's going for travels, right? Which gives a lot of mobility, gives a lot of like opportunity to kill on the side lanes, but the hero is still a squish. I mean, you shouldn't be afraid of a Necrophos at this point, essentially because he doesn't have a lot of like items to tank these ganks. He's not going for like a triple bracer build. He's not going for Eternal Shroud early on, or even like Blade Mail. I don't know.
He's pretty close to travels, which will allow
Yeah,
him to make some pretty sweet rotations early on, and then as the game progresses as well, he can be anywhere to scythe you. So he's
Yeah.
trying to basically snowball off of the back of that. Do we see? Yeah, he's only like level 12 Necro actually, so it's not even like level 10 even. So it's not even like an Omega comfort pick for him. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but the thing is, if you see the HP of the hero, it only has like 1k HP. He's still a squish. He can die. He needs to be careful about what he's doing on the map. Of course, you just want to travel into like the lanes that you can actually secure a kill with the ultimate and then go back to farm. But he's doing a pretty good job, he's like top network right now into the game. I think Fangamers doesn't find a chance to kill anyone. It happens before with the Only Knight. He took the portal into the rotation into the bottom lane. Didn't got a kill into the Morta. But I think this is it. I think with the tiny rotation plus the Mirana, they're gonna try to get a kill on the bottom lane. But I think
They're aware.
they-
They're aware that Tiny is missing. So they are playing really, really safe here on the high ground with all the vision in the world. And aborted. Yeah, Tiny has to just head back to the mid lane. And that's going to be frustrating. Oh, wait, the amplified damage, though. Mirana should be able to secure this for Tiny. And that could turn something into an opportunity here. Just maybe cheeky TP or smoke up and see if they can. I mean, do you even want to? Do you want to try for the mirror again, or do you just go for this Wind Ranger who's on her own? Who's like, I mean, if you get on top of her, it's just going to be like a burst kill. 962 HP. Pretty squishy still.
The problem is like heroes in Fun Gamers, the reason I didn't like their lineup is because they have like weird support heroes. Mirana cannot set up anything if you don't have like any other core hero with the stun, and Omnina is kinda the same, He
They
just wanna play from
smoked
behind.
under the
and-
ward, dude. They know
Oh, they see
exactly what is happening here. Miarta,
And
they have tree
the
here as
Wind Ranger
well.
can tip you. Oh, they got it.
Oh, okay. I mean, they get the two supports, pretty decent. Miarta are going to get out to safety though, and it costs them a 4-hero rotation to pull this off. But they're going to be quite happy to get the 2 support kills for sure. Can they get a return kill going the other way? Because here comes Necrophos coming in with a slow on the ult, and there we go. The repel will save him. Don't worry about that. Off to the side just now. But this focus fire, first focus fire going to be used. Oh my word! The eclipse going to bring them down. Oh, so much damage. They're running for her life, but will get taken out by the Tiny. This is coming up really well for Fun Gamers, actually.
Yeah, it's really good for them. I mean, they got the The heroes in the bottom lane got killed, the bot subs, and they also got the 3 core heroes on the top lane. I think there was a misplay with Drago Queens, as you mentioned. They smoke onto the ward. They didn't even have a plan for this. Like, we run, we stay here, do we fight? Does the Necrophos have TP to connect into the bottom lane? Because I was expecting for them to, like, everyone connecting to the bottom lane. You see they're coming, alright, you can try to fight. You have the Wind Ranger TP, you have the Necrophos TP, but they try to do another play, you know? They try to, like, alright, they're going to the bottom lane, let's try to kill this Luna. But Fangamers reacted pretty good. Everyone TP on the top lane, you have the Ripple, the Only Knight. You make as much time as possible with the Luna to not die that fast. And yeah, they reverse swap the gank.
But even then, like, maybe you put all 3 heroes through the gate and then immediately hit the Luna. Do you know what I mean? Like, I just think they weren't quite ready for the speed that they came up on top of them there. It was a little bit awkward. I'll just say, I don't think Triad Protector gets away from this. Yeah, well, Necro's here though. Maybe he can get something done. They're just gonna dip immediately though. And easy kill on the Triad Protector. Black Mamba coming over. What's he gonna get? What's he gonna get? He gets the Purification. And oh, that's the thing actually. How did facets work? No, like, so you know how he doesn't have it at the moment. You know how he has the double heal facet, right?
Dire's middle
On Omni.
I mean, the double heal is the shard.
Oh, it's a shard. Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
So
it's a
once he
shard.
has the shard, yeah, he would get that anyway. If
Yeah,
he had
you
the shard
get the
already,
double
yeah.
heal.
No, but so facet-wise, like, so you get the bonus if Rubik steals your spell, and you've got a specific facet. He doesn't get the facet as well, right? Right?
No, you get the facet.
Oh my
It happens, for example, if you steal the toss from the Tiny, you get the crash landing
Yeah,
facet.
you did.
This
You
is
did
that-
say about that one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Easy
pretty good. Oh, talking
Ava.
about the Tiny.
Easy Ava toss into Stomp, double edge, no problemo. And that's kind of the weakness of the Wind Ranger as an offlane, right? She's going to be like, she's in that kind of evasive hero offlane, but without really the the sturdiness to back it up just yet. And quick burst damage. Oh,
They got clear into the mid area pretty easily. They just saw this Omni Knight got caught on the position, trying to farm the mid area. It's kind of good for them. That the problem, as you mentioned, is like this Tiny with the blink is doing a lot of work. But yeah, I think they're having an issue with the Wind Ranger. The hero needs a lot of farm. That's the problem, especially if you are gonna play in the side lane. At least if you're playing in the mid area, you can try to poke it out with the try to kick the enemy hero with the power shot. But here is kind of different because, you know, the Luna is not even in the top lane anymore. They just put another hero. They can even put a sub hero, you know, and then they try to bait in. Everyone TP into the top lane. But this Wind Ranger, yeah, we're gonna try to wait into maybe when she has like Gleimnir to doing some teamfight work. Because right now, I feel like Drago Kings, they're losing their timing, you know? All they have with the Necrophos, all they have like from the bottom lane, they kind of lost it after this rotation that Fangamers had before. And now it's Fangamers, which they're gonna try to snowball with this tiny blink.
yeah, they definitely have the initiative, and the momentum is definitely with Fun Gamers right now. 2 Maelstroms finished up on the side of the Drago Kings just now. And the Mask of Mana's already up on Luna though, and she'll work towards Dragonlance Yasha Manta. We'll keep her farm pressure, and she's kind of pushing away now from the pack in regards to the net worth. She they killed her twice, but she's got 3 assists and 1 kill, so feeling okay about it. Yeah, I mean, Tiny has his Blink Dagger online as we mentioned. He's going for the Phylactery. That's going to amp his burst damage even more. So the thing about Gleipnir though, obviously, one of the problems with Gleipnir, actually, when you should go for Power Treads for a little bit extra beef anyway, and then the Gleipnir comes with some HP built into it as well. That's kind of one of the main issues I have with the item. I feel like it does a lot, and then also, it's gonna give you plus 300 health as well. So maybe that's too much for a damage and control. It's damage control and HP. Maybe that's quite problematic.
Yeah, the problem is like, even I remember it got nerfed before TI, but people didn't care because now the only problem with the Gleimnir is that it gives you a lot of stats, especially if you're a universal hero.
Yeah.
So let's say, for example, for Wind Ranger, right? It's kind of good. You need all those stats, got damage into it. But another problem is, for example, the laundry. I think you mentioned the hero before with the bare necessities. That laundry is a universal hero, but this facet gives you more stats than it should be, and it gives you more damage than it should be. Especially you have a timing on the 17-minute mark, 20-minute mark. It's a lot of damage.
Yeah,
But
you go
I
the
think-
Power Tres Disperser Gleipnir, you're just getting so much stats from like the 3 slots. It's actually insane.
Yeah, because I think the Gleipnir item is kind of balanced. It got nerfed, but the problem is like it's still good for universal heroes. I think the universal heroes have the problem, but they're always been a problem since the moment they got
Yeah,
released.
yeah.
They benefit a lot from items, and you cannot really nerf those items because if you nerf them, you're gonna nerf this item for another agility heroes, strength heroes.
True. I think every pro literally has a problem with universal heroes, right? Everyone's just like,
Yeah.
this is not a good idea.
Yeah, because they're not. I mean, they got balance in some at some point, but the problem is like they're too hard to balance. When you put like too much stuff into the game, even with the facets, they're too hard to balance. I think I saw a podcast like Insania was talking with CCNC after they won the TI,
Sure,
and they were
that's,
talking a little bit.
I was gonna say Caps podcast, yeah.
Yeah, but couple. Did you saw it?
Caps podcast.
Oh, yeah. But did you saw the podcast?
I didn't see it, but I know the episode you're talking about. I did see the
Yeah.
comments that you're talking about. Yeah.
So at some point they talk about about balance, and they touch the facet stuff that nowadays, even like drafting, it feels weird because you cannot really draft against certain hero because this hero can go for another facet. They always have this flex stuff that you cannot really like expect the outcome into the game. They can like really cut off war. It's like, oh, now he went for another facet. It means like, yeah, I mean, they're gonna have like a style of gameplay that you can really adapt into the game. So there is not like, oh, I pick this hero, I counter this, or I get this item, I counter this. No, now they can like really change that mind.
Yeah, it sort of takes a lot of the rock paper scissors out of it, but then I don't know, maybe that's good.
Yeah, maybe, but
Yeah.
it's kind of hard to. I mean, you just mentioned that it's kind of hard to draft nowadays.
Yeah.
Because of that.
Yeah. Yeah, like you can't just lock it in and be like, okay, this draft is gonna be like, it's gonna just break them. It's gonna be like, okay, well, we can adapt to that, and that's what I'm saying. Maybe that's a good thing that the adaptation ability is there, but at the same time, it kind of feels like Dota's always kind of been this game where like you've got your picks and your counter picks for a reason, and your items are built around the fact that okay, if you can get X amount of farm, then you can deal with this problem or that problem, and it kind of is like a sort of like a chess match in that sort of regard. While when it's all more miasmic, it's it's a little bit more, and it ends up a little bit more bland, because everything can work then.
Yeah. Well, now we resume the game. We're into the gameplay now, and remember that Fan Gamers has the timing with the tiny blink, where they're gonna try to get some kills into the map, which is like doing a pretty good job. They also have a lot of space for the Luna, but right now they're gonna try to defend both tier 1s with the Mortar in the bottom lane, and also trying to take the top lane with Zigzag and the Dream Protector on the top lane.
Feel like they lost just a little bit of momentum there with the pauses. Actually, like they were pretty locked in on taking this tier 1 bottom, and then after the pause, it's like okay, we're gonna fall back because they've had a chance to kind of read the map a little bit. So the tower will go down, but they're gonna get another minute or so of Murta being able just to kind of sit down here on the farm. And then again, they kind of fell back from the top tower, so nothing really came of the pressure that was coming in there either way. So hopefully, there's been a lot of pauses this game though. There's been a lot of lag. That's what people have been saying. So
Radiant's middle tower.
how do you feel? How do you feel about that? Like when when there's like a long pause, like like maybe a couple minutes or more, and then like. Do you always just immediately fall back? Hang on a second, they're going to go in with the avalanche toss to set things up. Into the centaur stomp, double edge. Easy kill on the Wind Ranger. Looking for Black Mamba, the arrow from downtown. Oh, he's going to dodge that one easy. He's going to take the toss back himself. Leap forward from Zeski, but... Oh, a little toss in. You throw a centaur at someone, that's going to hurt. Alright, 2 quick clean kills, first to 10 kills going the way of Fun Gamers. Wait a minute here, they're going to try and fight it. They actually are just here to secure the Wisdom Rune, it's worked out, he's popping off that Blade Mail. The arrow from Rana not going to connect on Treant Protector. They go for a little blink forward in on top of Mira, though, and they're going to find the Treant Protector. The fake back from Fun Gamers. Okay, can't even kill Zeski with the ult, so they do get the kill in the end, but no, he doesn't get a stack for that. Well, not that he gets
they're
permanent
not trying
stacks
to
on
get
it.
this.
Aye,
Oh, no.
aye, aye, aye.
Radiant's bottom
Trying for the
Yeah,
TP
they're-
out. Surely not. Yeah, the lift there is there. At least 5 times mega kill streak ended, and it's going to be a huge injection of cash for Black Mamba here. Maybe he gets himself a cheeky blink dagger early on. See what he actually is going to bring out here.
That was pretty,
Bracer.
this was very good setup by Fun Gamers. Actually, I mean, all this snowball chain kills in Tomb Blade was very good by the Tiny. It was set up at the Stampede, Blink, Toss back, but they just didn't stop. You know, they even tried to get into the Wisdom Room on 14-minute mark. But I think Drago Kings didn't have any plan in order to counter that. It's like, oh, do we fight this? Do we don't? Oh, you're dead. Maybe I can TP in like 5 seconds. But for example, Panda, the Necrophos, I think he has chance to react into this top lane. I think maybe if they actually connect us like 4 or 5 heroes, even with when the Wind Ranger died, I think they had the chance to actually like fight them back. You
Yeah,
know?
he was a little
But,
bit. He was a little bit late to the party for sure.
Yeah.
The Murata kill was really unfortunate. Like the fact that they were able to secure those 2 kills afterwards. Like the fake back was really solid from Fun Gamers. Like they were like, oh, we can go in this center war on it. Nope, we're ready for that, and then immediately punished. And honestly, it's just creating more space for the Luna. Like, this is one of those games where if Luna gets enough space and farm, she can just take it over. But then talking to the Luna, that's actually me cursing her easily there. Instead, they go for the 3-man gank onto the Luna, taking them down. Now looking to try and get something else. Centaur melting a little bit, but here comes Tiny with the burst damage. He's got that phylactery just about finished up. Oh,
You're gonna see try to get the center, I think. They have a lot of stamp actually to way to catch him, but
there you go.
he's just losing by the damage.
I mean, he took a. I mean, they took him down quite quickly. But that's three bracers, blade mail, and a pipe. So pipe already finished up. Of course, now the blink forward, looking for the Wind Ranger, arrow downtown. Can't quite get the angle just yet.
Oh, the avalanche, I think it does. Oh, it's not enough the damage to kill the Wind Ranger.
Tiny trying to get himself back up here a little bit. The Shaco. This is the kind of pause I'm talking about.
Yeah, just talking about if you get distracted, right? At the moment you get the game resume. I think, yeah. I mean, I know a lot of players that they got like, you know, distract. They don't have the momentum anymore. They have the energy after a team wipe, and then boom, you have to play after a pause. That's yeah. I think it can affect your.
Well,
mental.
I think you want to play safe always, because like the enemy's going to have a really good read of what's happening, and you're going to have a good read of what's going to happen. You're going to try and back it off, you know. But yeah, I think he's still going to die here. I don't think you back this one off for sure. Panda almost, in fact, he has the goal for Radiance. We like this. Does that help his situation? Like what's actually happening in regards to burst damage and stuff? Is it?
I
Is
mean,
it so you can
get the
farm,
idea.
accelerate maybe? You can team fight a little bit better.
I mean, I like the Tiny is gonna die on the top lane, I think. I don't know if they can do for more. Oh, they're tipping with the center. I think they can counter-react this.
They can. Panda's kind of cut off from the rest of them. They're trying to stop it from happening though. Following up with a Lucent Beam. Trying to get himself denied to Roche. Not going to happen. Look at the damage on this Luna already. Shaco shot coming through. Wind Ranger coming in with the focus fire and the Wind Run. And Luna getting hunted by Black Mamba. The power shot connecting.
Even the Luna's going for the... I think the Ruby's going for the kill now.
Nah, Cold with the TP across here. The Repel's in action. And they should be able to get this kill here, I think. They got the uphill vision for Luna to throw the Lucent Beam. Easy peasy.
Yeah, very good by Fun Gamers. I think they, again, react into this top lane action by the Team Drago Kings. But Yeah, you were asking about the Radiance or the Necrophos. I think it's too greedy, in my opinion. I think they didn't have any chance to snowball into the early game, the mid game, because the Necrophos is just only farming. He didn't connect too much into the team fight. Now we see, like, you know, every time he has ultimate, he's trying to TP, try to get a kill, because now realize they need all 5 heroes in order to get a play in any area of the map. But with the Necrophos, with the Radiance, I think it can scale a lot. I think with the Radiance you can farm faster, you can push out the lanes, you can counter the armor from the fan gamers, especially with the tiny.
They have started stacking from. They're gonna go for another kill here. The Avalanche, the toss combo, the overgrowth to kind of hold them back. Now we're gonna see this Radiance actually doing some work here. Cold going forward. He throws out the Guardian Angel Panda. They're running down the hill into Luna. The Eclipse gonna rip him apart. Black Mamba stole it, tried to turn it around, but didn't work out. Now the first showing of the Gleipnir here, that's a lot of damage with the calling on top. They'll take the center warder down. Windranger's in there, but in the end it's a triple kill for Luna. Ends up feeding another body to the fire. The Gleipnir finished up, of course, on the Muerta, and he's gonna get tossed in and killed. I mean, Fun Gamers are in control right now.
Yeah, and they keep going for more. They can also kill the Stream Protector as well. Oh, wow. I think the main difference between both teams right now, I could say, is the auras and the sustain to the team fight. Because if you check all items from the Fan Gamers team, they have the pipe, they have the All New Night with the Solar Crest, they have the Mirana, who also buff the team face with the damage with the Solar Flare. Yeah, you can also build now a mech into the Mirana. But if you click on all Drago King's hero, they don't have anything to sustain. They just have the heal from the Dream Protector. The Dream Protector doesn't have the Pavis now. I think the Ruby has a mech now into the team fight. I think it's not enough. Yeah, this pipe is doing a lot of work from the Fan Gamers team. It's, essentially against the Rubik and the Necrophos.
Yeah, that Radiance, it's online, but yeah, the center already had the pipe for 3 or 4 minutes before that, so...
Yeah.
You could basically negate it for the entire team fight just by popping the active on pipe.
Oh, they're trying to get another kill. They're doing a lot of good setup by this Tiny and the new me and also Deep Kit. They're doing a lot of good work. They have a lot of comms, to try to snowball into the game. The problem is, like, Draukins, they're still a smoke, but the Wind Rangers is still dead. I don't know if they can try to do this team fight. They're not playing off timings right now. They have Necro Ultimate, they can do it.
Okay, they're going to dive forward with the pop off the Solar Flare. Twin Tethers actually getting a beautiful overgrowth, but there's the Omni ult to protect them. They'll take the Mirana down. Backline, the Eclipse is going ham on the Muerta, but Muerta shooting her way to death. Okay, never mind. It's going to Avalanche tossed once again. And they'll find the Treant Protector as well. And honestly, that's 2 back-to-back team fights that have gone really brutally for Drago Kings. And I mean, you're going to lose your mid-tower, surely. Where's the Luna? Luna is just going to farm a little bit more, actually. They could set up for an earlier Roche as well. I think you got to wait for your Mirana to be back, though. Maybe.
The only problem with the smoke from Drago Kings is, like, they didn't have any timing to do that play. I mean, for example, the Necrophos, he just died on the mid lane, right? Because of the tiny spells, also the Luna ultimate. But now it's the same. You're smoking with the same Necrophos with the same items. I think at this point, the team Drago Kings needs to chill. Needs to, like, we can farm side lanes, let them take the roles, they're gonna have it anyways. But then we can play on timing. Wait for the Wind Ranger to get the BKB, wait for the Mortar to get another timing, wait for the the Tree Protector to finish the Shard or even the Solar Crest, and then we can try to fight. Because now I feel like they're running into the Fan Gamers team. That, as we mentioned, they have the Pipe, they have a lot of auras, this Luna have a lot of damage, items, network as well. So I don't think it's a good idea for them to keep, like, constantly fighting against them. Now the center has Crimson Ward, so this Wind Ranger with the AoE facet doesn't do any damage now if she goes into the team fight. So they just need to wait. Dragon Kings, be patient, wait for another timing, don't try to rush any play. Your Necrophos has Trouble Radiance. He's very squishy, but he can farm a lot. Just wait for the whatever item he's building, even if he has BKB or Eternal Shroud, and then we can try to fight again.
Yeah, Drago Kings are going to be pressuring your lanes, but the smaller the map is, the less places are you can TP, and you're more likely you are to be as a team. Because like you're all in your base. The Kanda is finished up for Tiny. That's gonna be some nice burst.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Got this center war runner with 3.2k HP at 22 minutes into the game. The 3 bracers, Crimson Guard as you said, and the pipe and the blade mail. He is a tough cookie. 22 armor as well.
Yeah, he's untouchable right now. The only problem with this is like he doesn't have blink, which is like no problem for them. They also have the setup with the Tiny, which is like doing a pretty good job. I think Tiny is for me the MVP of this game. He got really tough lane in the mid area against Necrophos, but still he got the blink SAP and tried to get every kill that he got into the top lane. And now look, he's going for more. He's calling the TP into the mid area to get any kill, even with the Stampede. I think they can kill the Rubik.
Oh, nice play from Mirror to kind of knock him back. The arrow going to connect though through the trees. A little leap forward. Oh, Mirana a little bit too deep, but here comes the centaur. Who needs a blink when you get tossed in? They'll kill the Mirana, and they'll trade off 1 kill with this Rubik. Panda trying to get himself to safety. Blink's going to be available in 10 seconds though. Oh wait, they're going to go back into this. Alright, the Gleipnir coming through, starting to go ham here a little bit. Getting kind of low. Luna's in pretty deep. That Eclipse not quite doing enough work. Tries to go back and get a little bit more. Tiny though left alone. Luna having a TP to safety. Oh, close one. Close. She had the Aegis as well though, so presumably you kind of want her to be in the front line anyway and to break the Aegis. But backing it up, they lose 4, and that's a really, really good turnaround for Drago Kings. Like basically a 4k net worth swing. I think they just, like maybe they were just feeling themselves just a little bit too much there. You know, you were saying, oh, Tiny's going for more here, but they maybe overextended the... Like, it took them an awful lot to kill the Rubik as well. Like, it felt like he should have just been insta-killed, but then it took them like 1 or 2 extra seconds to actually bring him down, and then that's the time that they had to respond then. You know, you have the Boots of Travel on the Necrophos, and that's kind of like the first time as well we've seen them, you know, get there on time.
Yeah, they just die one by one. I think Fangamers had a really good a concept of like trying to get any kills on the map, especially just don't want to let them farm, right? You just got the tier 2 on the bottom lane. You don't want to do more there. You don't want to really go high round, especially against the Stream Protector that can like put armor into the tower. They have a lot of spells with the Rubik and the Wind Ranger, but doing this call to TP into the into the mid area, I think was like kinda delayed by Fangamers. Yeah, of course, Tiny got the jump, but there was like no heroes nearby, and that's something that Draco Queens using their advantage, you know. Oh, we just killed I think the Mirana. We just try to reset the team fight. We have the Team Protector still. We have the AoE spells by Draco Queens, and they did it pretty good actually. Now they have the timing as well. The Wind Ranger with the BKB, which like help a lot in order to like try to not die fast against the Luna Eclipse or the Tiny spells.
Murata's damage as well starting to ramp up. She kind of dealt with the Centaur War Runner and was able to bring down the Tiny. Like, just it was overall a pretty good, you know, probably the best team fight they've had for like, you know, the last 15 minutes or something on Drago Kings. Felt like it was all sliding one way, but you know, maybe put a little bit of the brakes on. Another pause. To give the teams a little bit of time to contemplate life and the universe itself. BKB next for Miara. That's going to be pretty big for the team fight as well, because I feel like this Eclipse can actually do some serious work versus Miara when she's in her ults, yeah?
Radiant structures are fortified.
Yeah, I think they still have the Aegis, which is like you know, a good timing for them to keep forcing any fights. But now they just need to keep together, you know. Remember that we talk about this pipe, Crimson, Omni Knight. Alright, it works, but you know, you need to like do the 5v5, get in position, not trying to like die one by one. Try to always stick together with the AoE stuff auras. But now, you know, they realize that they also need to control the map, you know, because they are only 3k network ahead from the Draco Queens. So they need to do some work. Try to fix the side lanes, try to like farm the triangle with the Luna, put some illusions to a side lane, go into their area. This is like a lot of like new teams struggles compared to like tier 2 or tier 1 teams. How to actually control the map and use your advantage when you have the Aegis. I think they're doing a pretty good job. It's just the only play that they did in the mid area, you know, that they didn't connect on time, that, you know, leads into Drago Queen's team wiping them. But I think now they have the idea, you know, they can even control the enemy tormentors, they can like still going together, try to fix always the lanes that getting pushed. For example, here the only on the mid lane, boom, you just TP into here, the center TP into the bottom lane, but you need to take care that they can still do the any plays. For example, here the Wind Ranger is only showing, right? They only see the Wind Ranger, but they don't see the other heroes, and now this can lead into a disaster if like the centers stays here alone.
Okay, okay.
Maybe
This
the
is
Omni
kind
now.
of cheeky. They are completely aware this is happening, though. As Omni Knight got a little bit slapped there. They're going to TP in the boys. Necrophos, though, healing them all up. Then going forward here, Centaur with the stop to start things off. Muerta, Omega low already. Going to try and turn into this one. Centaur going to get held in place by the overgrowth. Starting to pump out that damage, but Muerta way too low at the start of the fight here. Well, okay, the BKP going to get the Wind Ranger out to safety. They're going to lose the Rubik as well. Where did the Necrophos go? He got out as well. No worries.
Yeah, I think Drago Kings realize it's not a team fight they can try to force right now, essentially against the Luna, which I think the IEs expire on time. But still, I think this is a good play by fan gamers. Realize that, hey, they're in our territory. We need to defend this Tormentor. Even if they get it, please, they're getting out of position. We have the Tiny, we have the Centaur to chase. We just need to go into them, you know? We are strong with the Luna. Just remember, we need to be together. And yeah, they did some work with the Guardian Angel, with also the Pipe, the Crimson War. And they just realized, no, they are strong. Oh, remember that the Necrophos doesn't have TP? He does have it now, but they have way to cancel as well.
Let's see if he can get himself out to safety here. They're sticking on top of him like, oh my god, the Jukening. He goes back the other way, but with the Radiance on, they know exactly where he's going. And trying to... I mean, he's buying time, sure, but he will die in the end.
Yeah.
Nice, nice hunt completed there by Fun Gamers. I would say the team fight as well, though, even though we got those kills, because of the shard value wasn't really included in the overall, but I think they came out pretty much just a little bit under, or, you know, like 1,000 gold they got from it, and 1,400 Fun Gamers got. So even though it kind of went, you know, pear-shaped for them, still came out okay. But getting that Necro on top is pretty brutal. That's pretty nice as well for the Luna, who's now 5k net worth ahead of anyone else on the map here. Building into the BKB, and then the Satanic. And once that Satanic's online, and the BKB, like, that's what I'm talking about, the oppression, right? When you have the Solar Flare to speed her up, she gets up onto the high ground, you've got your Omni Knight sitting behind her, BKB's there as well. You wait for the next Aegis though, right? Potentially spawning in 50 seconds.
Yeah, I don't think they need to go high ground. They can just keep farming the entire map, keep like controlling all 3 lanes, and just wait. You know, you have ways to like actually manage to out farm them, especially with the Luna, with the Manta, especially because they cannot really like, get out of the base. I mean, on Drago Queens, because you have like this deadly 5-man heroes that they have like better auras than you, better team fight. So you just need to chill. I appreciate a lot that what the Morta is doing right now. I mean, Drago Queens in general, you know, they're always like trying to always push a lane, keep a lane push, try to like get them split on Fan Gamers, someone to TP on the bottom lane, which is like something sometimes new teams don't do a lot, you know. There's like, oh, they play with fear. They just stick on the base, expecting them to come into the high ground, but they're not gonna come. They're gonna out farm you, and then you're gonna be down like 20k net worth, 15k, whatever, and they have the Aegis. So it's like really tough for you to like try to manage that. But look for this, you know, Luna try to defend the bottom lane, and now you see like, oh, they're split. Now we can go into the top lane. As you can see, the Muerta is already in the top lane. So I think they have a good idea, you know, to try to control the map, essentially if you're losing. But it's not enough. We mentioned before that they don't have the auras, they don't have like a lot of team fights. They just rely on Fan Gamers doing the mistake by doing alone. Because Necrophos, yeah, of course, he has a lot of like damage, the Radiance, the AoE, but it's not like really a hero that can, at least right now, carry you, you know? We talk about how he needs the axe, maybe the Taras in the ahead, or even like the Shivas, you know, to like start doing some work. But we also have the problem with the Wind Ranger offlane that we previously mentioned, that it's not, you know, doing a lot of impact into the game just because the hero relies too much on items, you know. And you know, for example, a Centaur that doesn't have a lot of network, it's just have the same network as you, but these 3 items, that the Pipe, the Crimson, whatever thing, is doing far more impact into the team fights compared to the Wind Ranger. That, you know, in this case the Omni Knight is just pressing the Guardian Angel, the Centaur is pressing the Stampede or the Crimson Guard, and they can really nullify all this damage from the Wind Ranger.
Yeah, we talked about this a little bit in the draft, right? We were like, oh, maybe you go for like the Revenant's Brooch, and that's kind of going to get you to like a situation where the team fight feels good, but that's a lot of gold. That's, you know, it's quite far away. Zeski up here, just going to get the TP out before it becomes problematic. I guess they're looking for the Luna right now, right? But she's down bottom lane. No one really here to see. A big advantage to Drago Kings is this late Roche timer. It's going to be almost like 2 minutes or so. I mean, it's down to 45 now, but you know, it was almost 2 minutes since the, you know, the random element was almost 2 minutes, which is a long time. If you know, the fun gamers were in position to be able to actually do it pretty much straight off the bat, right? So the fact that they're going to have to wait for this kind of gives Drago Kings just a little bit more time to farm up some critical items here. Maybe get some stuff finished. Murta finished up the BKB, the 9-second BKB reveal yet to happen in the team fight, and then 4 stuff coming through into Shiva's guard next for the Necro. So that's kind of going to bring some aura. Pretty good versus Luna as well, especially with the Satanic coming online. You know.
I think with the timings that we see forward into the late game, I kind of like what Drago Kings have right now. Because, yeah, you just mentioned the Morta, which is like a hero that is kind of good against Fun Gamers draft. Essentially because if the Luna goes for like more stats into the game, and more agility, in this case she has like a 31 armor, the Morta doesn't care. Morta just press ultimate, you have like bonus damage, everything that pierces the armor with the magic damage, and you can try to like also burst her, because if someone gets a jump into the Omni Knight and you, or even like silence them or kill him, you can really chain and stun the Luna and try to, you know, get a pick off out there. And now this is a team fight they have to take, you know. It's the Roshan, the second Roshan, which like is gonna lead into the Hiron by the team Fun Gamers, and they are aware of that.
Yeah, the smoke plays to try to come in here. The counter smoke trying to back up a little bit, actually catching Luna with the fear. The roar of Roche obviously giving the game away. Centaur, he's got all the pipe, and the Crimson Guard popped off, going to rock on in here. Oh my word, they absolutely burst through the Rubik. He's still alive though. Oh my god, they keep him alive for a few more seconds to get the tree and protector. Turn around, Muerta doing so much damage actually. But all you can take down is the Centaur War Runner, and it's an ultra kill for the Luna. And I think you're, they have 2 buybacks available, but I think you're definitely losing a set of racks here.
Yeah, Luna, you know, she got a lot of damage, plus because of the facet, the ultimate, the clips. Remember that every time you hit a hero, you get like bonus damage on the, you know, on the physical attack damage, and also plus the waves, plus the last beam, you know, like also spam glaives into the ground. Also the fact that you can press the second spell, which like does AoE damage based on your physical damage. It's a lot. They can't really do anything on the Drago Kings. Remember that we talk about they don't have any items like, for example, to Crimson Guard or Pipe to mitigate this damage. No, they also only have the Trim Protector and a Solar Crest, nothing else.
Yeah,
So,
I mean,
yeah,
Muerta did 8,000 damage there, and you're like, that's a lot of damage. You know, I bet Luna
Yeah.
11,000 damage in one team fight. That's actually insane.
Yeah, it is. But yeah, they don't have any sustains. So yeah, Luna got excited. Of course, even if you are getting caught, you know, the Luna got the stun, you have the Repel, you have the Guardian Angel, you have the Satanic to reset the team fight. So it's pretty strong. I think the Luna has a lot of network right now. You can really like take a team fight against them, especially if it is like 5v5 team fight, you know? Like, you need to split them, Alex.
See if they can even break the Aegis here as they slow siege on the high ground with that repel and the Roche's banner as well. Just going to chunk away, going to get another set of rocks here. Oh, nice tiny initiation in. The Gleipnir's there, but the BKB hold them back. They go in pretty deep, trying to do something with his focus fire, but the Crimson Guard holding him at bay, and he gets ripped apart by their clips, and now their clips going ham on more as Black Mamba will fall. They take another, the Treant Protector. It's a 3 kills. Well, it's another 3 kills up for Fun Gamers. A double kill for Luna. And that's going to be the full mega creeps coming through next. And wait, Muerta's in here, pops her BKB, tries to turn and fight. Actually getting something done here. They'll take down at least 2 of them, maybe 3. Decent hold though.
Yeah.
Oh
the problem
no.
is like, oh,
Luna's
went
still
for the kill
perfectly
still.
fine. She's got the Aegis though. Gonna break it off. Oh wow, they could maybe kill the Luna completely here because they're all dead. The buyback's coming through. Alright, okay. So they got a little bit aggressive with it, and it means they won't get the mega creeps here. And a huge hold from Drago Gamers there. Nice 4K network swing, but they're still 17k down.
I think fan gamers got distracted by tipping the Mora, you know? They're like, oh, what is the Morta? Morta not doing anything or something. It's like, oh, your entire team is dead. They start like tipping the Morta, and then it's like Morta is like, okay, this is my time now. This is like the show time. She just presses BKB, ultimate, and with the help of Necrophos, they just wipe the entire fan gamers. They also use the buybacks to kill the Luna twice, but the problem is like they're too behind in network, you know. They have like a 16 17 difference. At least they try to like get something into the game, you know. With the rocks you can actually like balance the wave, but you know this buyback on the Morta is like a lot. So I don't know if they can actually like try to get into the comeback now, because if they try to reset the team fight on fan gamers and kill this Morta once, the game is over. So
Yeah.
they need to take care.
And the thing is, it's very seductive, right? When you're a core in this position, you're like, okay, we just full wipe them. I can do it again, and then you can overextend, and then you know you lose the game. It feels kind of bad. They're gonna try for this though. Panda, nice little glimmer cape action. He's under the tower though, so only the magic protection gonna help him out. The calling doing some work here. Tiny tries to go on that back line, but they do keep their Mirror safe for now. And that was, I mean, that was really nice. They got a full set of racks and the tier 2 tower mid, so like that's about as best as you can get out of that situation, you know.
No, this is good. This is good. When you use buyback and you don't get any objectives on the map, it's really bad because it's like same as nothing, right? Even if you get the kills, it doesn't matter because you didn't force any team fight. Any buyback on the fan gamers team. You got the racks, so at least you don't have to worry about the top lane anymore. But the problem is like the racks that fan gamer has is in the mid. In the mid side and also the bottom side, so you know they still have to deal with waves. But now, beware of this because they did the smoking. Oh, they're gonna see Panda now.
He was going for the TP, but he knew it was gonna get cancelled. He's trying to get himself into the cover here. Nice Shaco shot, but the BKB on Mirana actually just gonna allow him to completely ignore that. The Stampede coming through to save him. Wind Ranger gonna get back into the base. Panda gonna survive as well. BKB on Mirana, dude. That is a farm support.
Yeah, I mean, still, I think the Mirana got excited because remember that even if you are playing as a sub, with the ultimate you get a lot of damage, also attack speed, so you don't really need to worry about anything else. You just need to worry about not dying at the first jump. But yeah, they're going for the last set of racks. I think they can still defend on Drago Queens. Yeah, they have those spells to like kick them out. But this is like an interesting move by the team fan gamers. They really want to end this game now.
Trying to take this final tower. The heals are coming through, but it should not hold for too long. Nice avalanche toss combo. Now popping off the BKB though. Tiny's in a little bit deep. That damage pouring out of Murata. Luna's in here as well. Remember, she's got no Aegis. And actually falling in the process. And that's a massive situation here. As Death like taking an ultra kill. They're all dead. They've got 3 buybacks, and all of a sudden, it's fun gamers who are overplaying their hand here.
Yeah, we just mentioned this about the Drago Queens. They have like very good high run potential, you know, especially because they also have the timings. Remember that this Morta has the Hurricane Peg, the Daedalus. It's a lot of damage if she presses the ultimate plus PKB. You cannot really do anything against it. I mean, think about it. You don't have any stun to pierce the PKB Morta. She just, you know, stand in the front of the team fight, and you cannot really like stop her. Even like with the Guardian Angel, the pipe doesn't do anything. She have a lot of damage. She's gonna melt that pipe. And
she got
the other
a
problem,
cheeky Mindbreaker as well for just some silence as
Yeah.
well. They're gonna force the buybacks here.
yeah,
I mean,
this is a good play, but the Drago Queens, if they force something here,
alright, you're in this situation, right? How much do you let them have before you use all your buybacks?
first of all, they have glyph, right? If they have glyph, they need to use the glyph not for the towers. They need to use it for the throne because I think the throne has like less armor, and you can bait them more into the game. But
Throne
yeah,
has slightly more armor, but it's only 2 more.
I think so. This is how the setup is, right? The Tiny doesn't have buyback, but you have a buyback on the Luna and also the center.
Guardian
So
Angel's up in 3 seconds.
they just need to wait for the Omni Knight to spawn. The center is buybacks, because if she doesn't buyback now, they're gonna lose the game in 20 seconds. Omni spawns, center buybacks, they repel the center, he jumps in with the Mirana, and then the Luna buybacks. After the center jumps. Otherwise, it's gonna be a mess.
They have Pierce available as well, though, so a little bit awkward. So center, buying back, as you say.
Dire's middle barracks
Omni
They're getting
respawning now.
Oh no, they did a bad job. They have to go now. Oh. So this is what I was talking about. If you see the Luna buybacks, you just run.
Yeah.
But the problem is, like, if you jump first with the center and you get a stun with the center, the arrow, then it's a mess, right? Then it's like it's good for Luna to buybacks in, because now she can get any kills. 2 kills, even the mortar kill. Remember that she doesn't have any buyback, and maybe you can play again with the rush and go higher again. But now both teams are in the same situation. Whoever dies, they don't have a problem into the game. They don't have buybacks. Now they're gonna try to farm it in the Radiant side. The Necrophos has buyback now. Any other hero? I think they're still on cooldown. The Wind Ranger has buyback.
Omni's super close. Omni's super
Yeah, yeah.
close.
They're close, they're close.
Tiny as well. So maybe off the back of this Tormy here. Wow, they're super close now. The shard for Luna, though. The lunar orbit. Actually, they don't have any blade mills, right? On Drago? No. Okay. So next Roche potentially in 3 seconds, though. And I kind of feel like it is daytime, so it's going to spawn on Radiant side no matter what. Only a minute and a half before it comes up. I would wait, but I don't think they want to wait. I think they want to find a pick-off and then take the pick-off and then go for Roche, or take the pick-off and then end game. What do you think?
Yeah, they know the Luna doesn't have buyback, either the center. So whoever kills the get with the stun from Rubik, or even the Morta with the shot, they can still try to burst her. Remember that they have Omni Knight, so if you don't like pays attention, just put the repel and like can counter up the entire gank by the team Drago Queens.
Yeah, they're
No.
gonna play it safe though. I think this is probably the right decision. They fall back to push out these waves. I think it's difficult though, like because of where the tower, because the bottom lane is gone for Radiant. It's actually gonna really open up the potential to take this Roche for the Dire. Like it's difficult to get on top. Obviously you can TP in, but you're gonna see what's happening on that bottom lane regardless because of the creep pressure, right? And Roche not up for another 20 seconds. They made this smoke play.
Yeah, they're trying to play on the rush timer. They have the timer now, so they know it's about to spawn, but they want to take the position first, The only problem with this is like they have this top wave getting pushed into the Dire base, but I think they don't care about this. They just need to put an ops into the cliff, they just wait for it, and they can try to burst someone. I don't know if the Necro can die, but yeah, he doesn't have BKB, he doesn't have Lotus Orb or anything to counter silence or stands. He just relies too much, on the entire team to join in. And now they have the vision here. They're gonna see a
in
Tree
here.
Protector.
Yeah.
Oh, they don't have a sentry. They don't see the Necro.
Lol.
Sorry, the
The
Trent.
tree, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, can they jump on Luna here? They're certainly gonna try. The ult coming through that settle head. Luna for 2 minutes, not like this. Oh my word, fun gamers. GG, yeah, they know it, Oh my god, dude, that feels so bad for fun gamers, man. They had that game in the bag.
Radiant victory.
Yeah. And they just got too excited, when they did that Hiram push twice.
Yeah.
First, when they had the edges and they just died into the, by tipping the Morta spawning with the buyback, they kill everyone. But now, I think the biggest mistake was like, alright, let's try to win this game now, because, I say so, right? But they don't have anything to go into the Hiram. I mean, think about it. They have Morta, they have like the timings with the Necrophos with the axe. You cannot really like try to finish that game in that point. They have the armor from the Treant Protector into the tower. So biggest mistake happens. You got like too pressure, nervous about you have to win the game. We have the Luna, just sit behind me. But yeah, they did a good job on the Drago Queens to like being patient, just wait for them to commit the mistake, and then we like turn the game.
100%, 100%. It's all about remaining calm in that situation. Believing in the Muerta coming online. Just it's actually crazy. They had such a good draft. They had such good lane control. They had such early strong presence, and they weren't really falling off ever because obviously you have this Luna, and yeah, just like one critical mistake, going for the high ground the first time, and then that secondary mistake when they tried to get just actually. I mean, there's going to be a lot to take away from this in the little break that they're going to have. Basically, they can be quite happy with their performance up until that point. Everything kind of went their way, and holy moly, I mean, who you think is MVP on the back of that? The Muerta or?
I could say the Muerta. Yeah, I think the way she managed to make the team fights did a lot of work. I was about to say Necrophos, but I think the reason Drago Queens has had like a difficulty to fight the fan gamers, early pressure is because the Necrophos was like playing too greedy, and you can't really play Necrophos without being too greedy, especially if you are gonna, play as a mid core with like travel first item. You can really like try to fight with your team, like not don't let the fan gamers do all the work into the map. But I think into the late game, the Necrophos did a lot of work, with the shard, the ultimate, they just blow someone they see without the Omni Knight. Trying to react into it because the Omni Knight has to like pay attention, the Omni Knight has to like be next to the hero and try to like expect he's gonna get him blow up, because if the Necro jumps in and ults someone before the sights goes down, you're already dead. The Morta goes in with all the damage from the ultimate, and you're just dead.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely, and yeah, it did kind of feel like that was the Necro's kind of early game, presence wasn't quite exactly there, and there was a few times like those early team fights as well where Tiny rotated, I think, top, where I feel like Necro, if he'd been there just a little bit earlier, then they way more punish those initiations, but they managed to pull it through in the end there. And an insane 69,000 damage from the Muerta to turn this series around. And any kind of thoughts for fun gamers going into game 2? Just kind of run it back and this time be a little bit more cautious. I don't know if Drago Kings are going to let them have as free of a draft this time around, though. It kind of felt like, they kind of got away with quite a lot there. Also, how did you feel about the Necrophos overall in the game? As we talked about like the weaknesses of the hero, he never really went for that blink dagger. He went for the force staff and the shard, which I mean the shard is pretty much a blink dagger, but only aggressively so. But yeah, I mean, what do you? Do you feel like it's a solid pick? Like, would you think they're going to draft it again or?
I mean, if they get comfortable to play it as a core against a melee hero, I think yeah they can draft it again. I think the problem with the Necrophos is like it came too late into the game. I mean, to come online, with the Radiance item build. Of course, he just farmed a lot. He got into the axe. It's like extremely good timing, but you have to wait like 30-40 minutes to wait for that. Other than that, even with the Necrophos being like rich, there was a team fight that fan gamers did together with when they were like in the bottom side of the Roshan. The Luna went in with all the damage from the clips, and she just blew everyone. The problem is like also come for fan gamers, just being patient, just positioning, playing on the position, because even in the last play, right, as you can see, they were under the cliff with a ward, but they were not together. The Treant Protector just went in, walked in, put a ward, and he was not dead. So they just need to
if they had a sentry at that point and they were able to initiate on the Treant Protector to start things off, then they would have been ahead of the Necro. The Necro would have been cut off. But the problem was the rest of Drago Kings were sweeping round through the jungle, and it just kind of the Luna was always going to be exposed because she was so far back. It was a really nice read and a wrap, but all based on that Treant Protector getting down those two wards, the sentry and his observer, because he could see the entire enemy team. And they were then able to read from that. But that was game 1, gang. It's a best of 3, of course. It's just only game 1. Both teams, I think, definitely capable of taking a win here. No problem at all. Both teams capable of winning the series for sure. I'm super hyped to see what they bring in the next game. We're going to go to a break right now, but we'll be back in about 5-10 minutes or so with Game 2 in this best of 3.
you had. It's been love since we met. Right from the bar to the bed, all night long, roller coaster. A 5-inch scar on my shoulder. You smile, I'm high. I put my heart on the line. I'm addicted to you, I can't lie. It's whenever you kiss me goodbye. I'm high in your love, high in your love, high in your love, high. It's never enough, never enough, never enough. I'm so high in your love, high in your love, high in your love. I'm so high. I can't stop thinking of you. When the world is going down, I won't be there. Be there. I'm in heaven with you. I'm in heaven with you. We'll be up and losing ground into the air. The air. I'm in heaven with you. I'm in heaven with you. And we faced harder times when sweet words turned into lies. We got caught in our nest, yeah. I put our love on a rest, hit the brake, I turn over. And never ever say that you know her. Got a flame to fuel every night. Keep her safe and hold her tight. High in your love, high in your love, high in your love, high. It's never enough, never enough, never enough.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the Dream League Season 24 Closed Qualifiers for the MENA WSA region. I am Jeeves, joined once again by the magnificent Flapjack, and we're here with Game 2, Best of 3 of Drago Kings versus Fun Gamers in the upper bracket. With Fun Gamers just narrowly losing Game 1 there, Drago Kings going ahead by one game there. I don't think it's a complete death now though, Flapjack. I think, like I say, that they can turn this around. They kind of felt like they were in a good position for most of the game. Just kind of need to kind of calm their humors a little bit there, and be a little bit more tactical in the late game. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, they just need to, reset from this. I think they have like the skill to basically like try to come back into the series, to win like 2 games now. But they're like having the pressure. I don't know if they have the experience to play close qualifiers before. I think, and I hope they have, because they're like strong players, as like immortal players. They have the idea into the meta. They know how to connect them up. They did a pretty good job also controlling the map when they had the advantage, not letting the Muerta farm into any lane, try to like always put vision into the side lanes. But of course, this kind of like pressure can also play against you, as we saw. They tried to like rush it to finish in the game. I think it was like far too fast than expected. They just need to like chill a little bit. So I think for this game, I hope like fan gamers reset from that, try to learn the mistakes, because Dota is a game that you need to actually learn from mistakes, improve. So I think they had the chance to actually like prove themselves, to win the series.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I agree. I think they definitely have the capability. I think though, Drago Kings though, coming in off of that win, right? It felt like Fun Gamers were indomitable. They had a 17k net worth lead. You managed to turn that around, right? Take advantage, capitalize immediately on their mistakes. Don't make too many mistakes of your own, and then that beautiful team fight at the end there. You're going to be coming into this on a high. You're going to be feeling it. You're going to be feeling like, okay, we managed to beat them while they were up,
10 seconds.
while they were ahead. So if they can pull out a draft here where they're stronger in the early game, then Fun Gamers might be in real trouble.
Yeah, remember that this always comes also to draft advantage. So let's see what they have now for this game. Because in the previous game, we kind of like saw Fun Gamers doing like their own style with the Tiny, with the center. I was like not fan of it, but then like they show us that the Tiny did a lot of work with the Blink, compared like Drago Queens, right? That they had like this Wind Ranger offlane. Even like Fun Gamers had an idea about how the meta works with the auras, the pipe, the crimson, Also, I think the center went for the Shiras on the as the last item. So they have the knowledge, you know, how to snowball into the game. And they're gonna go for the same pick. The Fun Gamers going for the Omni as the first pick, which means yeah, I think it can be the same draft alongside. The only difference now is like the Rubik's band, and Drago Kings doesn't have the chance to counter the Omni with the Rubik.
Okay, Invoker. All right. All right. I mean, so much control comes out of this hero. Like, necessarily does not really care about Omni Knight because it's all magic damage. You know, it's in the name. Yeah, they banned the Rubik. They're gonna run the draft back a little bit here. Maybe look to try and pick up the Luna again, I suppose. But how do you feel about Invoker in the current patch? I haven't really seen much of him, but like I say, the hero is super versatile. So, assuming that you, I mean, honestly, I mean, I think his presence on the map is so strong. Like, maybe he's not overly concerned about getting crushed in the lane. At least they ban out the puck and they go for the Alchemist. Seed Money Alchemist, probably. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a hero that can farm on par, if not slightly faster than a Luna. So maybe they're quite happy for Fun Gamers just to play what they want, and then they're just gonna say, okay, we got an idea, we're gonna execute.
Yeah, very interesting lineup by Team Drago Kings. I think we haven't seen too much Invokers first phase pick into TI. I think only like Invoker specialists like Topsong like to do that, but still, you know, you don't see too much about your mid matchup. In this case, they can even like go for like heroes that can actually catch the Invoker into the game. I saw, for example, teams like I think it was Tundra. Yeah, they like to pick, for example, Mars against these intelligence mid heroes, which is like kind of good because they're like not that strong to survive the arena plus the spear. They also don't build BKB into the build just early on. So it's kind of good for them if like they also actually draft something to jump into the Invoker. I also saw a lot of Kunkka, which is like something I didn't see ban or pick in this region a lot. Maybe they did on the Enigma series, but yeah, it's kind of also good against the Invoker. You know, you always like catch to the X, the bow. It gives you a lot of like also auras if you play as an off laner. But yeah, they also pull off this alchemies on the first phase. Kind of curious how they like managed to make it work. And Fun Gamers goes again for the Luna, which like they did pretty good with the Luna. You know, the way they snowball into the game, the lane, how they scale into the late game. It was just the little throws, you know, on the base that leads into the loss. But I think the Luna is kind of like comfort for them.
Yeah, they're not gonna have to deal with the Murata problem this time around. Alchemist is probably gonna go for like the Nullifier at some point. Obviously, you can go for early Radiance and then break it down for Nullifier later. They get the Tusk though on Drago Kings. I don't say, like I say, I feel like this hero is completely broken with drinking buddies. Just the double save, the connection of you know, the basically it's like Reality Rift, but a fun and friendly one, and then the snowball save really sick as well. Alchemist is going to have plenty of AoE magic damage. The Tusk Shard when it comes online, and then Invoker throwing spells on top doesn't feel nearly as, you know, fortified this draft as it did last time. Yeah, Omni Knight, I feel like at the moment does just telegraph the Luna pick though. So we were kind of expecting that, and you know, we talked about as well how Alchemist can maybe farm slightly faster than the Luna when it comes online. So I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it so far. Drago Kings, it looks kind of strong. They also have plenty of kind of AoE stuff to deal with the Dark Willow when she's in the Shadow Realm.
Yeah, I think they also have something to play into the game. Remember that the last game they played this Mirana that they didn't like. I mean, they have to be forced, you know, to have any catch into the lineup, which is like what's the center on the tiny. Maybe they don't have the chance this game, you know. But at least I like that this Dark Willow is gonna do a lot of work into the. I mean, as a post 4 into the offlane, because the Alchemy is not a hero that has a lot of armor. You can actually like play aggressive against this hero. The only problem I see is like they need to pick a heavy counter against it. But that's the thing. Now, Fun Gamers is gonna wait to see if like where the Alchemist is going. Maybe they can like put it as a post 4, right, and make the Tusker plays as a post 5. But now they have the idea. Now they know like, alright, Tusk is a sub hero. The Hoodwin is gonna be as well. The Alchemist is gonna be carry. So now it means I can pick a hero that is gonna be good against the Alchemist. There is ton of them, as a offlaner. The best one is the Doom, but it's banned. They can also go for the Slardar plus the Dark Willow. It's like a strong lane, You just stun, put the Mama Brace into the ground, just poke the Alchemist out of the lane.
Yeah, I think the Slardar is like one of fun gamers' like clutch heroes because it's been banned first phase both times. So the Timbersaw, though, I feel this versus two strength heroes is great. It's great versus Hoodwink as well. I think it's a great pickup here, and yeah, I mean definitely that's going to be their. I mean they could play it mid, right? In theory, but it's probably most likely their offlaner, I would say. Invoker definitely mid now as well, right?
I think Timbersaw is kind of bad against Invoker in the mid lane, but just by seeing that they've been waiting for like the Alchemist to see if that there is core or no, they just pick the Timbersaw straight away. I think they're like having some plans to put the Timbersaw on the off lane,
For
which
sure,
is like kind of
for
good
sure.
against the Alchemist, and yeah, it's gonna be pretty good lanes by fan gamers. The only problem is like this Dark Willow, Timbersaw, they can really die, I mean, if the Invoker makes an early rotation with a Urn or something into the bottom lane,
Yeah.
you have pretty strong duos up, The Taz and the Hoodwin, they're pretty strong. Just lean for the damage, the setup, the stun, the shards, even the stun from the Hoodwin. So you need to like, be mind of that. Drago Queens, they can still like do a lot of growth in the early game. But now we're gonna see what plans they have, in order to like swap something. Because remember that even Drago Queens, they can put this Alchemist on the offlane, and I think they are aware of that. Just by watching the last bans, they banned the Medusa, they banned the Lina. So I think they have plans to, put the task with a ranged carry hero, which like can sustain the Timbersaw lane.
Radiant team pick.
The Void Spirit versus the Invoker feels like an okay matchup. Yeah, it should be fine there. It's a pretty mobile hero as well. It's got some escape to play with, and given the fact when you're paying and Pack are already gone, it's like a next best option. Shadow Fiend safe lane and off lane Alchemist then.
Yeah, they kinda be expecting for that. As we mentioned, they're gonna put this Alchemist on the offlane. I think they were like baiting all along. They had this idea in mind, which is like I like. And the Timbersaw, I don't know how good against the Shadow Fiend. I think the Shadow Fiend is gonna
Shadow
at
Fiend's
some
gonna
point
wreck
get-
him.
yeah, it's gonna get level 3, second point of Shadow Race, it's gonna kick the Timbersaw out of the lane, especially with the Tusk, It's like if you try to go into the Tusk, the Shadow Fiend can like defend you in any way. And if you really got any stun into the Shadow Fiend, you also have this Drinking Bodies facet to like pull it out, the Shadow Fiend out of like the problems. So yeah, I like Drago Queen's last pick with the Shadow Fiend. The only problem is like fan gamers in general, we already saw what this Luna can do into the game, especially with the Omni Knight. And the Void Spirit has is a tiny player from the last game, which like did a pretty good job with the rotations. So maybe they can like turn the game around with the Void Spirit, try to like kill the Shadow Fiend early on. The Invoker as well.
They have super early roach potential on Drago Kings with the Shadow Fiend plus Tusk. I guess the Acid Spray as well, yeah. And then with the Drinking Buddies, they just have this hard save with the Snowball on top. I feel like it's a really hard game for fun gamers. Like, I mean, yeah, they not unwinnable by any means, but I feel like they have a lot in their tank over on Drago Kings here.
Yeah, I think they have interesting stuff from both sides. I also agree that Drago Queens with the with the armor reduction strat that they have, because even the Shadow Fiend went for the facet that I think the buff for the presence of the Dark Lord lasts longer, and it also adds minus armor reduction if you kill a hero, which is like kinda good, because it lasts like for a minute, more than a minute, 70 seconds. Which is like with the Alchemist, with the Acid Spray, you can even go for the Invoker for the damage. It's a lot of damage, so I like that against heroes like the Timbersaw or even like heroes of the Luna. But remember that they have Warden Angel. The only problem is like, it has a lot of cooldown, so you can play around that. It's like, Warden Angel on, just try to reset teamfight, and we go again. But yeah, I like the fact that they can also get the rush earlier on the top side.
Yeah, the Guardian Angel, I think... how do you feel about the Alchemist then still going for Radiance and going into the Nullifier in the late game just to kind of deal with that? Or do you think you want to see Nullifier come out elsewhere. What? How are you dispellable is Guardian Angel? It's not, right? It is dispellable.
It is dispellable. The only problem is like with the repel, it's not dispellable because they nerfed the nullifier passing through BKB. So if you put repel into someone and then you put Guardian Angel,
I was thinking Tornado on Invoker.
yeah, the tornado. Yeah, every spell of that pushes the Guardian Angel. The problem is like if that hero that has the repel, it doesn't push anything. So
Yeah. And
I think I still
Repel
do
is on the target and the Omni, right?
So,
Is that
sorry,
still,
second.
is it still, when you cast Repel, is it still on the Omni Knight as well? If you cast it on someone else, or no, did they change it?
No. They changed that. It's only
Okay.
like one
Okay.
one spell. Yeah, I like that patch. You know, when the Omni Knight was like a double. It was like Heavenly Grace. The spell called.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of good. I think that era was like it was kind of fun from the Omni Knight. You know, just force the spells, get the strength, get the regen for both heroes. But nowadays, no, it only affects one hero. Kind
Yeah,
of balanced because it gives you magic immunity.
I used to play a lot of Omni Knight back in the day, but I'm kind of settled into position 1 at the moment, so I just, you know, what can you do?
Yeah, I remember that there was a time that I also played the Omni Knight as a position 1 with the Kanda.
Oh, yeah,
As well.
that's so stupid, dude. Oh my god.
the-
just like, you just
yeah,
run
the-
down the whole game by yourself. It was actually broken.
I think there was teams during some quals. I don't remember the quals. It was like 4 months ago. That they were like doing pretty good. I think they did it in China as well. So they just put it on the offlane and you just rush blink. And with the blink, you just jump into someone with your own repel, third spell, which in that time was like you throw a hammer, was like some kind of like
Yeah.
projectile, and it was a lot of damage. You know, you just go for the
The Phylactery, Echo Saber, just
Yeah.
just actually. Oh no, the other one. What's it called? The harpoon, right? Where you just you're right on top of them.
That was a
Oh
lot of damage,
yeah.
I think it was also because the shard before was like whenever you attack someone, you also deal the hammer purity spell.
Mhm.
So it was like hammer purity plus attack, and yeah, it was a lot of damage. You can like make pure damage up to like 1.3k, which is like melt the subs back then.
Yeah.
The problem nowadays, like the subs have a low HP. You know, remember that they have the auras from the offlaner. They have this bracer build that it becomes trend during TI.
Yeah,
it's
just
really
just
hard
build 6 bracers, you'll be fine. Yo, Shadowfiend no items. It's on his courier. No, Shadowfiend no items. Is he the one that's getting the delivery though? Let's have a look.
I mean, they just
Yeah. He's getting his delivery, so he hasn't bought them yet.
Oh, okay. No, they didn't buy anything.
Yeah.
They're having some issues, something. That's why they paused. But yeah. Oh, delivery. Sorry, 3 minutes. Oh, I see.
Yeah.
They're waiting for shelf in delivery. Okay.
He is waiting for courier delivery. No, he's waiting for his burger. No, I don't know what he's waiting for.
Yeah, kinda interesting by that. The only problem is like they're gonna miss the smoke, you know. And that was like a very good opportunity by the Radiant side, by Drago Queens, to kill someone with the Shelfin, the Alchemist Stone. As we see, they're like far too far from the team. They're already on the tier 1 tower, so they're gonna miss a chance, to get this squishy first blood. Maybe
Yeah,
we can,
both
like,
Alk and SF are still in the fountain.
Yeah, that's the only problem I see with the with the pulse. But other than that, yeah, they're fine.
What did Alk go for? Did he go for seed money? He did. This talent is so boring and stupid.
Ah, yeah, the
It's
extra
so
money.
boring, dude. Here's 250 gold. Yay! It's not as bad as the. Was it Enchantress who had some weird. What did she have? I'm sure she had a different facet before. It was something to do with like jungle.
The
or-
Enchantress?
Yeah, did she not have like something to do with a jungle or a bounty rune or something? I don't know. It was. No, she could. Was it one of them could re-roll the neutral item or something? Is that what it was? No.
I don't remember exactly. I think it was. I mean, the reroll item. I think that facet is on the. I mean, it's the innate of the Meepo. But the Enchantress one, yeah, I do remember she has something related to the jungle.
That was garbage. They fixed it though with the one they use now is the healing one. It's just actually stupidly broken, and that's why the hero's so popular. But we haven't seen any Enchantress. I don't think it really fits into either of the games that we saw though, because she'd be too vulnerable to burst. A lot of magic, a lot of pure.
Yeah, the Enchantress is still it's still a strong hero, you know. We saw it during TI because of this facet that everyone is speaking that whenever you take a certain amount of damage, you
Yeah, a little
spawn a
heal.
wisp.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so you can really die, you know. And actually, the hero scales a lot, you know. You just go for Dragonlance later on, you get the pike, you get the levels and the impetus. And
Oh yeah, we
they
saw
just
her. We
become-
saw her a lot in the opens in different regions, for sure. But yeah, this draft with you know, Omnis and Timbers and Lunas, or Invoker on the other side with Shadow Fiend Raise. Nah, that's food, man. That's a delivery right there.
Yeah.
All right, both teams smoked up in position here, and they have the obs down here, and they put the dire one up on the cliff there. See if they can.
30 seconds to battle.
Oh, I don't know about this one.
It's not that bad by the Radiant side, right? They can still go for the first slot. They have the position now. The only problem is like they need to wait. They need to be patient because they have the ops on the ground.
Surely you
they need
bait
to,
with
like-
the AUK, not the SF, though. No. Scary, scary proposition. Oh, actually, they come down on the low ground. They're kind of aware of the threats there. The stun going to come through. They were actually hiding the stun on the AUK. Nice shard connection. There we go. One kill this time, no problem. Panda going to get the first blood there. And first blood on your mid, that's it's about as dreamy as it gets, to be honest.
Oh, they even got the ops as well. Not only the first one.
Oh my god, he's rich.
Yeah, pretty strong. They even like steal the bounty room from the Luna. I think they're having good lane right now. Oh, he's gonna get a stun. She can die? She's gonna die. No.
Omni's there. Black Mamba
Oh.
went a little bit too deep, and they're going to throw a kill back the other way. Out gave up on the chase, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. I think they didn't expect the Only Knight to come faster into it. I think he has to TP into. But still, they have like the early game advantage.
They
Remember
already
that
got the
they
first blood, so
Yeah, on the mid hero is kinda good.
yeah, you didn't get the bonus gold on the Luna, so that's fine. And yeah, it's still not ideal. Basically, going to even out that seed money that Alchemist has, but yeah, useless facet. No, Zeski, you know, throw down a little Bramble Maze. Twin Towers going to back it up. Up top, we're having a look here. I think Luna should be able to settle into the lane now.
Yeah, at some point the Luna is gonna have disadvantage
Oh my
because of the
word!
facet.
Timbersaw getting wrecked here. Ooh.
Oh wow.
Yeah, shards
Yeah.
combo with Rays.
Yeah, now we see the potential of the Shelfin safely against melee hero. Especially because now you don't have to get for the Necromastery, you know? It's like the innate dispel into your hero.
Yeah,
so you
you're
just get this
basically level
presence.
2 by the time you go to lane. Like old level 2,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? But Timbersaw
especially
particularly
against-
vulnerable to that though, because
Yeah,
yeah.
he doesn't have a lot of armor.
Well, he doesn't like
Talking about-
getting raised either though.
I mean, the problem is, like, still, you can't really trade, you know, even with the kills. Oh, I'm gonna try to do something here, but the problem is, like, Shelfin, you know, it has a lot of support from the task. We talk about the drinking bodies that also gives you movement speed, attack speed. So you can, like, position yourself out of the Timbersaw damage, out of the trees, for example. And, yeah, just try to play around the Shadow Race. The more it comes into the levels, the Shelfin is gonna, like, have a lot of more damage into the Shadow Races. And I don't think the Timbersaw is gonna have a fun lane, you know, in the bottom side.
No, I think it's already going a bit left field. For Zeski here, in for the Shadow Realm once again, throw the damage back onto SF. He's a little far forward here, he's going to take a little bit of buzz in.
Yeah, they're trying as much as possible still to harass them, but the problem is, like, who should I attack, right? The Shadow Fiend was, like, poking out with the spells, the Task was, like, doing the front line. They got a kill in the top lane against the Hoodwin. We just saw, you know, how this Only Knight does a lot of work, but not only that, I think they can even, like, you know, try to harass this Alchemist a little more.
Another Timbersaw kill down bottom here, and then they get the alt kill up top. A Cold was on like 10 HP there, but the alt just, you know, because he's melee, he couldn't quite get there in time. Luna turns around, starts to DPS him down a little bit, and then, you know, they secure the kill. But I think it's fine because, like, you're just getting this is like a third kill going the way on the bottom lane there. And the Shadow Fiend is 1-0-3 already. He's got 16 souls in the bag, so his CSing is going to be pretty clean from here on out. I don't think they got the. I don't think they got the Lotus though. I think maybe Timbersaw was able to secure that one.
Yeah, the only problem with this is like the alchemist cannot really trade against the Luna. The Luna has a lot of armor, so you need to like mind that, because even with the Hoodwink, you know, they have like physical damage because of the stun, the acid spray.
Black Mama just throwing another kill the way of Luna there. Just yeah, exactly. Yeah, you need to kind of play a little bit more safe around the Lucent Beam. She's level 2 in Lucent Beam, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and you get damage because of the meme every time you hit a hero. So yeah, you just need to mind. I think it's because the Omni Knight is like baiting a lot. He has like boots, windlays. He has a lot of movement. So you're like, oh, kill this Omni Knight. Oh no, but the Luna is hitting me. All right, so what should we do now, right? Should we like charge my stun, try to kill them? The problem is like now the alchemist feels a little bit off into this lane. But as you mentioned, I mean, at least like they're trading in other lanes, right? The Invoker is doing pretty good on the mid lane, also on the bottom side.
I think he's dead. Wait, a little TP across. This could turn things around nicely. The snowball in, the shard follow-up is there. Can they actually bring a kill home though? Alchemist tries to come back at the fight. The Luna goes down. That's huge for the Alch. Now they go looking for Cole for another kill here. Under the tower we go. And although Alchemist is getting punished, by the way, he has died, and so the Black Mama's died 3 times, by the way. So Luna getting a lot of kills, but the Alchemist is 25-8 versus 15-2 on this Luna right now. So it's not actually as disaster as it might seem, and bear in mind as well, of course, he gets all the extra GPM as well from CSing so much. So
yeah, that was a nice TP by the Wind Terrors, the tax player, and yeah, it was pretty interesting, you know. They trying to play as aggressive as possible, so they are trying to bait in into the Luna. I think one of the main issues. Oh, she's alone. I think they can do some damage here.
The stun to come through, decent length. A little bit awkward with the Bushwhackers, a little bit early, but what can you do? They still get the kill, can't complete. Oh wait, the Omni comes in! Little blood grenade going back the other way. Can they actually find this? She's gonna squeak away on no HP. Can Invoker do anything with that? I don't think so, but here's Task. He's ready for that, no problemo. And now they'll take another one, and oh my god, the collapse. Wait, talking about collapsing here, Panda, he gets the invis off just at the last second as he squeaks away from this Void Spirit. They've got a nice set of wards down here.
Yeah.
He's gonna deny his ult.
The Task is doing pretty good. He's reading the map pretty well, so he really acknowledges, you know, where to actually like try to get some kills. Because in this case scenario, fan gamers, they are gonna try to play aggressive as possible, right? Because they are winning the lane, win the Luna. But now they have to deal with 3 heroes. So I think they're waiting for like the Void Spirit to also come into their lane. They really need this hero to come online now. Because even the last game, the Tiny did a lot of work, you know, into the offlane. But we can't really see that with this Void Spirit. Maybe because
damage getting dispelled in the mid lane, by the way. The thing is, SF has had such a good start that Tuscan feels like he can just be anywhere on the map he wants to be. You know?
Yeah.
And that's kind of like, it's stabilized all 3 of their lanes. Alk is on 4.4k net worth right now. Actually just crazy that he's, you know, he's already got his soul ring, he's got his phase boots. And I don't think he's really in much danger in that lane anymore for now. Oh, Twin Terror's a little far forward. The TP, mass TP's coming through. Deathlight goes for the Yell. It's a little bit early for that TP though, and that will allow Void Spirit to connect easily enough, pulling him back in. Nice snowball, trying to help a bro out. The drinking buddies are right. Hoodwinking the TP across now as well. Can't she find an angle for the Bushwhack? I don't think she's got the mana. She does have mana for 1. Can't she's all 3 heroes and the shardening. Oh my word, Zeski trying to back himself up here. And he's going to get himself out. No, the raise! Twin Terror's going to chase them in under the tower. He's not stopping. He keeps on rocking. Let's go. The snowball forward. Now Invoker's here with the tornado up as well. And they're going to go for Depth Kid on the backside here. And they turn for Mr. Almost catching him with those shards. Invoker, he has no points in Exort, so there won't be a cheeky Sunstrike. But I'm not flaming him or anything. Exort's garbage, but I'm just letting you know it's not going to happen.
That was a really nice reaction by the team Drago Queens. I mean, the moment they saw the Void Spirit TPing, they knew there weren't problems, but Panda really saw this opportunity to TP into the bottom lane. Even the Requiem by the Shadow Fiend was a little bit off, but still, you know, it was like a little good movement by him.
He still caught 2 heroes with it. It wasn't like a terrible situation.
Yeah, I think it's good because you see a Shelfin dive in your tower, you really want to kill him, right? What is this hero doing in my lane, right? Why is he not dying? But yeah, Panda reacting to this, even the task, the Hoodwin, the spell casting was also good by Drago Kings, and that put fan gamers a little bit off because now they need to worry a little bit about the early game that Drago Kings can pull off now, especially because this Alchemist is also free farming in the top lane, right? You don't really want to see this hero coming too fast into their items.
They're bringing bodies up top though. Here we go. The Dark Willow going to try and connect here. The Bramble Maze going out. Alchemist kind of cut off from the rest of the team. The rest of the team being literally Tuscan. Maybe they can do something here. Luna's Omega low once again. Here comes Black Mamba though. Oh, and there we go. The Exort not going to connect, but he does give it a go. They'll take down one. Nice snowball to keep the boys alive for just now. Black Mamba closing up here, trying to absorb any of the extra damage that's going to come out of your voice, but have to disseminate away, but guess what? They're ready for that. They're trying for a little action. The stun coming in from downtown. Twin Towers, he's ready with the shards. Actually, he's got no mana left. Never mind, because Invoker's here. A little tornado action. And at 12 to 4, 5k net worth lead at just coming up for the 10-minute mark, and that's an absolute disaster for fun gamers right now.
Oh, Luna?
Yeah. In the trees. Let's go. Invoker ready for that? And he's dead.
Yeah, and the Timbersaw came in here, but
this could be good. Yep, getting one kill, go back the other way. The EMP coming through to try and drain the mana. It's not going to be there. Guess what? The heal kill will be. Deathlight going to be on a killing spree at the same time. They go looking for Depth Kid, but surely they can't follow up on this. He's got plenty of mana to work with. Cold, and in comes the Void Spirit as well. That's going to be a dead Black Mamba now. Deathlight in trouble. And shades of game one as a little bit of overconfidence. Going to be a triple kill for Depth Kid there. That's great for them, actually. It's a 2.7k swing back the other way. I'm going to put the brakes on them. They were kind of starting to just run away with the game.
yeah, I think it was too much by them. The moment they passed this tower line and they tried to go for the Luna kill, I think they need to be aware a little bit about Timbersaw TP because, you're like surrounded by all those trees, a lot of damage, but this first ability of the Timbersaw. So yeah, they didn't keep in mind that. The Shelfing also went through the portal to try to make some appearance on the top lane, but the problem is like he didn't have any mana, for try to play with the Shadow Race, the Requiem. He went with this Mad Madness, but it was not enough. Oh,
Black Mamba. Actually, Twin Terror's going in there to try and help a bro out. Ends up dropping him anyway. Deathlight's here once again. Maybe he can start throwing some raises, but it's kind of awkward for them. They want to try and keep this aggression up, but they already kind of lost that momentum. And too many heroes in the pipe for them to deal with there, so they end up throwing the Dark Willow down for free, basically.
yeah. I mean, still the Shadow Thing is gonna stick to try to get this tower as soon as possible. The only problem with this is like they're kind of trading the tier 1 because the Timbersaw is also pushing on the bottom side. But I think fan gamers, they're gonna try to react into this, They don't want this tower to fall off easily.
I mean, Timbersaw needs a lot more time to take a tower, so anytime they can buy him to try and take this tower down is going to be a good time.
Still, the Alchemy is tipping to the bottom lane in order to hold the tower, and they're still doing work on the mid area.
Okay, so SC coming in though. The Bramble Maze going to catch out the Hoodwink. Now the TP across from Timbersaw. Cold looking for the flag as he comes flying forward. Here comes Void Spirit as well. Boom! An exploding Hoodwink. You don't see that very often. And then they take down the Dark Willow, going back the other way. So it's 50-50 on the exchange there. Twin Terrors looking to try and make a connection here. Depth Kid up to the high ground. He's all out of mana. Cold is on full mana though. And he's got his level 6, so... pretty strong.
Are they gonna still try to get for a kill? Oh, they didn't get the punch on time.
7-8 coming back in the other way. Thought he would have run away, but the ice wall to try and hold them back. Now Hoodwink is here. Black Mamba with a nice bushwhack. Wait, Alchemist going for the blink forward under the tower. Somehow Black Mamba gets the kill there. The Sunstrike and the stun and the acid all going forwards. Oh, I don't think he threw the acid.
Nice. Yeah, good Alchemist timing with the blink. I mean, he's using this timing to, force a fight wherever is possible. And I'm gonna try to do it here again, with the Alchemist stun.
That was huge, actually. Jumps in for the double stun, and they get the Void as well. Absolute killer here. Now they go looking for Zeski with a snowball forward. Timbersaw on the back line, though, coming in through the back. It's 4 heroes here, but he's going to blitz through them. Twin Terrors to fall. Panda trying to get himself to safety. There's no vision here. They still see him because of the dust. Wait, where they put a ward down behind him?
Dust?
The ward behind him of where the tower
No.
was. It wasn't dust. It
Yeah,
was
they-
a ward. They put it down. Yeah.
Yeah, there was a sentry also on the ground next to the.
Yeah, that's what I mean. They put it down where the tower was. Okay.
Oh, they dive a lot with the timber, so I think they got excited. Every time they get a kill, they were like, oh, let's force some more. But the problem is, like, this Alchemist is doing a lot of impact into this game, you know? He doesn't even have, like, anything like Radiance, for example, because we even saw, for example, in the past, players like 3-3, they always, like, go for Radiance first item on the Alchemist. And he just plays as a normal carry Alchemist, you know? Same items, the Blink, the BKB. But he just went for this Blink as first item. And he just got the kills. That's good enough for the hero.
I mean, he's
most of the time, if
5-1-10, dude. He's absolutely controlling this early game on an AUG. And by the way, he's still top of the bus for net worth by a good 2k. Like, he's gonna get this Radiance timing, you know, and a similar timing you'd expect. Maybe like a couple of minutes. Like, normally you'd expect him to have Radiance by now, right? But he's so close. He already has Relic money, you know?
Yeah. And they're controlling all the map, you know, they can even farm the enemy jungle to get this Radiance. They're just gonna like remove a lot of network from the enemy team. So yeah, I really see Dragon Queens, they can really snowball into this game. The only hero that is kinda strong on the dire side is actually the Timbersaw. Every time he TPs into any lane, he always gets some kills. They always need to be aware, you know, where the Timbersaw is TPing, where is him. Oh, he's right into us, you know. It's like a lot of damage, just kill a hero, which is like something that happened in the top lane and also in the mid lane. And yeah, I feel right now he's the only hero that can actually save this snowball that Dragon Queen is doing to our team.
His angles have been really good. Like, his angles of approach have been catching them off guard. He's catching 2-3 heroes with a chakram. It's a good time. Luna has the Mask of Manus online. She's building obviously into Manta, BKB, Phylactery as per usual. But yeah, she's kind of finding some, like, while this is all happening, she's not really turning up the fights. So she's having an okay recovery phase, I would say. Just sitting just above the Invoker. Not that Invoker ever is like a big farmer, especially because Midas isn't really a thing for him at the moment. Yeah, but at least Luna's not completely out of the game. And as you say, Timbersaw, he's gone for Kaya though, and he wants a Blink Dagger as well, actually. Wants to be able to follow up and you know, try and match the pace of this Alchemist in regards to initiation. That's a big change to the hero since they nerfed the reactive armor, right? Where you can just blink in and be this whirling death machine.
What do you mean, the axe or the spell in general?
No. The AoE damage, the pure damage that you get. Like, you know, before he was like okay, I'm going to be a tank. Now he's more of a sort of burst DPS kind of hero. Like these days, like, I mean, that's for like the last 3 big patches, but yeah, he's like a different hero from how he was played back in the old days, you know.
Yeah, they just nerfed the reactive armor as you mentioned, you know. It's like it gives you less armor, less regen because it was too strong. Yeah? Just 1 point to the spell, 2 points, and you can't really like feel it. You don't feel you do anything against this hero. But they just start buffing the damage, you know, into the first spell, the second spell, and they just realize, hey, I can just, you know, play as a, you know, getting bars hero. Even like Whisper, for example, from OG, he's like a really good Timbersaw player. He always play with this, you know. He's just rush this blink, try to like blink into someone, boom, 1.2k pure damage, you know, into this timing of the game. You can't really get any kills, you know. You go for the any damage items like Kaya, and yeah, they got a very good job with the Timbersaw. That's the only problem, you know, because it doesn't really fit your offlane gameplay. Nowadays, offlane, you just really need to play around the pipe, the auras, try to play around the team fight. So the Timbersaw really needs to have a really good Timbersaw game, which is like something here he has, you know, especially against the Alchemist, but he's not even in the same lane, you know, and you also have a tough lane against the Shadow Fiend. So it's really not that easy for the Timbersaw to go in.
Yeah, not the ideal situation. The bait of the Alchemist, that early Alchemist pick, really kind of paid off here, though. You know, they kind of tried to counter it, and then it's like, oh, by the way, this is our offlane, and then look at him. He is just an absolute monster right now.
Yeah.
Did not work.
You can really go maybe with the Repel. I think that's the only way I see it, because then you can remove all this Cold Snap, Hoodwin stun, even like the Alchemist stun off the game, But they need to do something into the game because this Shadow is gonna take this tier 2 tower for free, and yeah, they're gonna rock into the bottom lane.
They're smoked up. They're going for a play here, but down bottom, Timbersaw, actually, we're talking all this this nonsense about him, and then he gets ganked, 4-man gank taken out. The counter play is coming through, though. They already smoked up, and they want to see if they could actually try and connect here on the back line. Twin Terrors is kind of low. He's burstable for sure. But obviously if the Hoodwink can attack the gank instead, never mind. And they're going to throw everything in the kitchen sink. SF trying to help a bro out. It's not quite going to be close enough. Alchemist's going to go in. Now they throw out the Guardian Angel. This is a little bit difficult to deal with. The Snowball going to buy them sometimes. Twin Terrors goes a little bit further. Throwing out the Sharks. Now looking for another angle. They throw that Tornado in here. The Sunstrike comes through on cold, but he's ready with a heal. And the Terrorize is going to send them back. Alk is kind of exposed here by himself. He doesn't quite have that Radiance, otherwise that Luna would have been significantly hurt. She's toast though. Follow-up is there. They'll kill off the Alchemists. He bought the Radiance though, by the way. He got the gold from the Luna, immediately bought out. And wait, the Alchemist
going again with the
died. The
smoke,
Alchemist is still alive. Ignore me completely.
Yeah,
Easy.
they're going again,
Easy reset with the Radiance. Yeah, cold on the high ground. He's going to try the repel, the pavés. It's not going to help him out too much. The burn actually stopped him from dying though to the SF. Trying to get in on top of Alk, and oh my god, it's like 3 kills. Double kill for Deathlike. And then Panda finds the Void Spirit as well. So 27 to 15, 8k net worth. He did 17 minutes into the game. And honestly, what'd you do? Take a tier 2 and then fall back for Roche? Like, you can't really take Roche top though, can you?
Yeah, remember that this Shelfin always wants to keep fighting because you have this facet that every time you get a kill into your AoE, you just get more minus armor reduction. He doesn't have the talent yet to mail these towers, you know, to apply the armor reduction into the towers, but still, you know, you just want to hit heroes, and he's doing a pretty good job with that.
Oh, this is pretty risky from the Void Spirit. Nice 4-star forward, tries to get on top of Cold here. He gets at least 1 kill, make it 2. Yes, he goes down, but you know what? He gets 2 juicy kills for it. Now they go looking for Deep Kid back the other way. Deep Kid gonna ready to go back. Trying to fall back here. A little bushwhack action. Timber Chain. Oh no, the bushwhack will come through this time.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Shadow Thing overextended too much, you know, with the pack. He just tried to like play aggressive as possible. The only problem with that is like the Alchemist was not ready, you know, to, I mean, he was like, I think was dead, he was in the base, so he didn't could have like save the Shadow Thing, was like diving the tier 2 tower at this point of the game. But still, you know, you got the kills, as you mentioned, the Body Spirit died, so it means like the Fangamers team, they're not gonna have any timing soon to play. They're like doing some beef on the outside, I think. Yeah, they're like memeing around, you know, about the Shadow Thing. I think like both teams, you know, they've been tipping around each other. They know each other from before, so they're like, you know, keeping like the friendly environment.
I mean, if he was Jesus Christ, he'd be coming back with the Aegis. You know what I'm saying? But he could be. He can overstand and he can get some stuff on for sure. Yeah, I mean, now maybe coming up for 20 minutes, maybe you set up for Roche down bottom and then use that to apply the pressure. But I would like to see this tier 1 tower go down first before they make that play. Almost with the Orchid finished up on Alk though. It's going to really be annoying for Timbersaw, Omni Knight, Dark Willow. Pretty much every hero does not like Orchid on this team actually. Okay, Alk, he's throwing the stun, or getting ready to throw the stun. Blink in, and the Sunstrike on top. Oh! It was enough.
Oh wow, yeah, the Alchemist all by himself. I mean, plus also the Invoker assist, but still, they have a lot of ways to control the map now. Every time the Alchemist see any hero, he just knows, huh? He can like throw any spells into it. I think he's like going for this Orchid. Just like doing a lot of war right now, you know, like even catch this Boy Spirit that doesn't have the Manta yet. You can even kill the Omni Knight, which is like the best skill you can get with the Orchid.
Real
Oh, they
GG.
throw GG.
Okay, I
Wait,
mean,
what happened?
He tilted from being solo killed by
Oh
Alk.
yeah, the Shadow feels so good, he said.
I mean, SF too good.
And ASF, yeah, North American region, proud again. You know, we're back into Dota now.
I mean, the Alchemist won that game, bro. I don't know. SF
that
did
was,
stuff, but the Alchemists won that game. Holy moly!
the Alchemist. It had like a tough lane at first, but then it's like, eventually the Task rotation. I think the Task did a pretty good impact because he went into the top lane, he got some kills. I think they killed the Luna twice. After that, the Alchemist with the Blink did a pretty good job, coming into the mid area, taking the skills, taking the tower as well, and yeah, eventually they just snowball into it.
Tusk definitely enabled the Alchemist, kind of kept him alive in those few instances that basically allowed him to get that point. Yeah, and then on top of that, like the psychological impact. You know what I mean? Like this voice bit is 0, 6, and 8, dude. Like how like
Yeah.
I don't blame the guy for quitting. Do you know what I mean? Like you're in that situation. Your team, you're looking at the enemy team, and you're like, okay, this Alk is just getting further ahead. The SF feels unstoppable. His reads are insane. The Invoker destroyed me mid, by the way. And yeah, I mean, you have the Luna plus Omni combo, but it's completely countered here because Tornado Sap, like we talked about, the Tusk save, the Tusk Snowball, the Lucent Beam when she did try and pop the Lucent Beam off, the Lucent Beam plus Guardian Angel, they simply snowballed through it, and half the damage was gone before it even got started. And I mean, Drago King is just an absolute masterclass in the second game, and we kind of talked about this, right? Like after the first game, after Fun Gamers had such a good early game, had such a good mid game, and then they basically threw their lead right at the end of the game. Like when they were supposed to be clutching out an easy win, they throw it there. You go into the second game, the morale is really low. You're going to be like, we kind of screwed the pooch there. Drago Kings are coming in on a high, and they just ran with it, dude. They just went, balls to the walls, as you like. Even SF under the tier 2 tower there, like he still found 2 kills, even though he was completely out of position, and he force staffed himself further out of position so that he could get close enough to the Omni to take him down, and then got the secondary kill as well. It was just absolutely brutal from Drago Kings. So they're going to go forward, I presume, to play versus. Is it going to be Nigma? I imagine. Yeah, Nigma 2-0 their series. So Drago Kings versus Nigma Galaxy. That's going to be tomorrow. But yeah, I mean, yeah. So I mean, what more can you say, Flapjack? What a great series for Drago Kings.
Yeah, I mean the first game was kind of fun, kind of interesting, because they kind of like throw into this, then the other team come back. There's like this forcing buybacks into the towers. I think it was like a very good, interesting first game. In series in general, I think we were expecting a little bit more in the second game. Maybe they didn't like mentally reset for the first game. Maybe they were still tilted. Who knows? Because this losing a game like that can really affect your mental, but it's not over for them. Remember that they have to play now in the lower brackets, so I hope like they mentally reset for that. Maybe they can take their revenge, because they can really face this team again in the lower bracket finals. That is gonna be the last day of this close qualifier region. But whatever they do, they have to beat Nigma, which is like the favorite team to win these qualifiers. But it was like fun to watch, I think they have like some knowledge into when it comes to meta gameplay, how to like take the objectives and stuff. And I was like also glad to see new heroes, because we are like always bored of the same heroes being playing over and over. This Alchemist offlane, this Necrophos mid. I think they have like some kind of identity.
Yeah, I really enjoyed what Drago Kings brought to the table for sure. I like what Fun Gamers brought as well. Like I think their draft were kind of mixing things up a bit as well. They're going to face off versus Advanced Esports tomorrow. Me and Flapjack will be covering that series. I'm looking forward to seeing if they can start a redemption arc, and then maybe try and look to take down Drago Kings in the lower bracket final, as you say. Do you think though? Okay, using all of your 10,000 MMRs, right? Do you think Drago Kings can take a game off Enigma tomorrow?
I think their gameplay is still not clean, I think the second game I saw Panda rotating more than the first game. I think these lanes are still like kind of crampy, because even the Alchemist on the top lane wasn't doing that good until the Tusk rotating to the lane. I think they have some good vision of the meta when it comes to banning heroes, but yeah, maybe if they get into a BO5, they can get one game if they pull off some of their favorite heroes. I mean, I cannot really deny that, but we really need to see, because the problem of this is like we just saw tier 2 team playing against another tier 2 team, right? But when you play against a tier 1 team, there is another things that comes into the table, right? Like for example, the mental, the pressure. Oh hell, I'm playing against Miracle. What should I do? And your perform can be like worse. So that really
Yeah, for
affects
sure.
that.
The Miracle and Sumail just not exactly not exactly a rollover or
Yeah.
pushover guys. The Nigma actually played Lone Druid in game 1 and finished it out in just under 17 minutes, and then they played the Invoker mid with the Nature's Prophet, I think, safe lane, and finished that one out in 18 minutes. So they dealt with advanced esports pretty quickly. So I think we're going to see tomorrow how quickly the teams are able to deal with advanced esports will kind of determine, whether or not they got any kind of chance in the next game. Yeah,
They're gonna play against. They play against Nigma, right?
these guys, Drago Kings, are going to play versus Enigma Galaxy in the upper bracket,
Yeah.
and then advanced esports will play versus the Fun Gamers. So if Fun Gamers want to start the redemption arc, they got to start with advanced esports. Yeah.
Maybe Fun Gamers got eliminated before, because remember that they have to play against the winner of Zone Academy and Crown Kings, and maybe
No.
Fun Gamers got eliminated.
Oh, wait, they do actually. You're right. That's a good
Yeah,
point.
and then they have to advance against advanced esports. I mean, so far I do really like what Fun Gamers are playing right now. I think they're not bad players. They're kind of strong. They have something to prove. But yeah. That's the lower bracket run, It's like also the fact that, oh hell, if I lose here, I'm gonna get eliminated. There's only one chance now, and as I mentioned, that can really affect your mental as well. And I hope I get this range, against Drago Queens in the lower bracket final.
At least they're best of threes, though. At least it's not like a
Yeah,
one
yeah.
and done. They got a decent chance, a decent run at it. But that's gonna be all for us today, guys. That's gonna be all for MESWA actually for today. But we'll be back tomorrow about at 6 p.m. or for GMT or so, or UTC, and both series will start at the same time, right? The lower brackets semi-final. Wait, no, we'll be back at 2 for the lower bracket. That's going to be T-Gov and Nomad for the Uncrowned Kings versus Zone Academy, and then we will be here for Advanced Esports versus the winner of that series at 6 UTC, and then they're going to play the upper bracket final at the same time. So we'll see you guys. We'll see you guys then.
And she never says no, she's can do. Got a smile that shines like rubies and pearls. And I love that little robo girl. Well, she knows how to do that bump and grind. With four on the floor, she'll blow your mind. She's got rosy cheeks and strawberry curls. That's my sexy little rose.